y'all. Hey.
Hi.
Barb.
What's going on?
Hey. You're the going ons, honey. Your birthday's coming. You're the going ons.
Stop it.
No. We cannot do this.
I know what's not going on.
What's not going on?
These cross-franchise crossover
Girl,
franchise.
I'm getting a little delirious. I'm a little older than you, so you know I'm like, I'll be forgetting who I saw what on what and who. I'm like, and this is cool. The thought was cool. You over it already?
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a little while because unless hopefully Sheree and Martell are officially over and we won't have to do this ever again.
I have a theory on that, but we'll get into that. I have like a slight little, not a theory, but
well, you can get into it now only because that ain't the show we review.
Oh, anyway. Okay, so anyway.
But unless it does cross over, but
yeah, no, it was just like I was thinking, I was like, yeah, this really is like a fake relationship because otherwise Slaw would have been going off. Like if it and she was probably in on it then. She probably knew it was for whatever publicity reasons or whatever. I don't know. I was just thinking about it late, like the other night. Like this is definitely fake. Anyway.
Oh, wow. You can definitely be honest to something. Well, let's say hello to peoples. Hello, Miss Nola Reeds.
Hey, sis.
Our favorite Reeds, our sister.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Leo. You are in the building.
Hey.
Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate
you. Thank you.
Very much. Christine, one of my favorites. She loves you so much. Very much so back. Okay. Miss Rucker, what you doing?
Hello.
What's going on, Jay Rucker? What's going on?
Hey, everyone.
So yes. Thank you guys for joining us. If you have not been here before, please subscribe to me and Barb's channel. This is our panel together, but we have separate channels. Barb Meets World, and then we have the California Cutie. We are streaming from both sides of the planet. Well, on the same side of the planet, but on both StreamYards. So you can go to Barb Meets World, type her in, subscribe, all, and then make sure you hit that like button. And then you already should have done that for me. If you have not, please do so. And welcome again. Excuse me. So yeah, welcome again. Let me sip my little cool beverage real quick. Are you drinking anything tonight?
Iced tea. Oh, you can't even see it.
For me, I know you don't drink.
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Water.
I know. I drink for the both of us. Okay. That's what I do. Good evening, Too Feisty.
Hey, Too Feisty.
Good evening. So yes. We are about to get into the whole little mess and the situation of the thing. We are reviewing RHOA, Real Housewives of Atlanta. We are on season 15. We are doing episode 2 and 3 because last week we were still celebrating our good sister. Excuse me. Y'all know my phone does this. On silent, but it's going through the computer. So excuse me.
That's what I was trying to make sure.
If you hear that sound, that means hit the like button. So that's it. Like button. But anyway, we were still celebrating Nola, so we didn't get a chance to review episode 2. So we're gonna breeze through that one real quick, and then we'll get on into the taglines and the episode that we got taglines this week. Yes, we got taglines this week, which was really nice. I love a good old tagline. Who don't?
I love too, but
what's that again?
Okay. I said I love a good tagline too, but anyway.
But no, I'm just playing. So anyway, season 15, episode 2, Sisters Before Misters. So we're back at Ross' party. Martell was called over to the girls to discuss about him spending time possibly with someone else in Atlanta. So anyway, Martell denies it and was like, well, I guess that girl is getting and if I am, she's getting the bad end, the shitty end of the stick. That's what he's saying, basically. Correct. That don't mean that didn't sound like a no. That just means you got them trained.
It wasn't a no. It was around.
Did you hear a no? Did you hear a no?
No, it wasn't. And that just only further gives us more support as to these new like allegations and stuff about him having multiple women and all that. So yeah, that was the right answer. It just wasn't their answer.
It was a politically correct answer, but nobody's buying it, bro. Nobody's buying it.
I saw right through.
How you doing, baby? Girl, ain't nobody got time for Martell and his shenanigans.
Yeah.
So he denied it. And they had already gotten into the argument because I didn't write all that part down, but I think that's when Kenya, he said he denies that he ever DM'd her, right? He denies he DM'd her, and then clowns her on the way back to leaving, like I ain't never did that. Whom? You, me, her, when, what? He's, what? He talks real crazy. He gets real funny when he's caught up in something. And so, yeah, what? Huh? I did what and what? Okay, granted, he gonna tell us
cheap shots. He, like anybody else, he throws cheap shots out there when he is, when the fingers are pointing at him, when the spotlight's on him. He throws shots by trying to say things as far as her, oh yeah, you probably answer everybody or in your DMs or whatever he said along those lines. Like that was a cheap shot. Like,
right.
Okay. Because whenever anyone doesn't have anything else to say, just like we see with Marlo in this, even with the next episode, what do? We slut shame. Classic.
That's everybody's little go-to, but men are sluts. Men are sluts. And hoes and thoughts and all of that. I don't know why. And they, to be quite frankly, they bitches too. And the reason why I say that, I've been calling them that for a long time. No disrespect to y'all basketball players. I ain't speaking of the ones that when I used to be with my first kid's father, them playing basketball, you found me. It's like, why y'all so much? Just play the damn game. Y'all not getting paid. We are at the park. If y'all don't get on with this, so I've been calling them that for a long time. Just a side note, not something new. So every name that they call they self demeaning us. Back to you. Look, back to you. So anyway, you're right. He goes and talks to somebody and tells them, oh yeah, she answers everybody. Now, why that here's another thing. That's chasteness too. Why are you walking away if it hadn't been resolved? And you walking away with an attitude and then says some smart stuff to her. Weird. I didn't like it. So yeah. So
you feel like his actions and mannerisms and stuff escalated that situation, or do you feel like Kenya's actions and her where she was coming from escalated it?
No, she was at that point. They were laughing. It was a chuckle. Everybody was kind of chuckling about it. And so Kenya actually went off of what he gave to her because all he had to say is, I don't remember that. Are you sure? Me? Martell Holt? I text you or I do whatever. He could have handled it way better, but the bitch assness in him made him not do that. See? And that's the difference. And so that's why he walked off and said to her, yeah, you probably answer everybody. If that was true, then she would have answered Jazz, but she didn't. So you look crazy right now and you look guilty. And then here we go, find out, oh, you know what? My bad. I did DM you. Yeah, it wasn't 6 months ago, but I did. Okay, let's be clear. Kenya said it was at least 6 months ago. Meaning, at the very least, it was 6 months ago. It was nothing recent, none of that. So he not only did it again, stuck his foot in his mouth, and then said it again. The assness came right back out. It wasn't 6 months ago. Nobody asked you that. See, because that's not the point. The point was not that. But let's go back. So she's like, oh nope. Still by this time, because of him walking away, Kenya's guard is up. So she don't want to see what you had to say about whatever comment in the comment, whatever it is. If it was more, whatever. I don't see him typing more than that. But what we saw wasn't really. It wasn't much. It wasn't much. So it was a scene for nothing, to be quite frank, when you really get down to it. So the sisters, really, Kenya and Sheree actually have a really kind of good sisterhood, and for them to kind of, you know, Martell go off on Kenya, Kenya go off on him. They did break them up, but it was like, it really was an uncalled for a moment, especially with Martell being a guest here on the show. Like, y'all should have been nobody. I don't even feel like Kenya should have been able to tell him that you gonna cheat on her. Like, you cheated on your wife, once cheated, all cheated, all that. It was a lot. It's not that it wasn't true. It was just a lot coming from somebody like Kenya. That's all I'm saying.
My thing is, um, I just feel like, am I echoing? Is it echoing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, sorry. I just feel like Kenya's like what her downfall is gonna be. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. Like on one hand, I do believe, hey Kimmy Nicole, I do believe that she like I would love to have a friend like Kenya. Like she is a good friend. But you got to know when to be like a good friend to the right people. And she keeps like trying to be like this good friend to like Sheree, I feel like, and Sheree don't deserve good friends because she like not a good friend to the people that she should be a good friend to, and she being simple and stuff. And I feel like this was like a product of that, where Kenya was trying to do something that she would want reciprocated back to her, but she's not going to get that type of energy from someone like Sheree. I think this whole situation just went a different way than it should have gone. However, my bias is always gonna like lead me to being like, whoever, you know, what, oh, he's on the chopping block. Okay, then cool. Like whenever I see us throwing darts, like whenever Martell is the face of the dartboard, like I'm always gonna throw the darts. So I can't. That's probably not good for me to say because I try to be very unbiased, but actually it's not even being biased. Like he showed us everything he showed us. I'm going and basing it off of that. And I'm sticking to my guns. Like whenever we speak about a new season of any shows or whatever, I really try to start off with King Lean Slate, but I can't do it with him. And there's a few others too that I can't, but we're talking about him right now. I just feel like that's where Kenya was speaking from. And unfortunately, it kind of came back on her, even though I think she was doing it with honest intentions. Hey, Ranting.
Yeah. I agree with all that. That's why I said it was a bit much. Where we're gonna get off of it because I know we got a lot to cover. But the one thing I did want to say is that you noticed that Sheree didn't really go off on Kenya, because if it would have been anybody else disrespecting Martell or anybody else that she was with, I don't think she would have handled it that way. So you can see even though it was harsh, it was it was a moment. I think the two of them kind of handled it okay between the two of them. They kind of Sheree kind of let her say what she needed to say to Martell. And then, she kind of let it go away. She wasn't like, what you say? And, she didn't really come, because later on, we're going to find out Kenya felt like she took her side. And I'm like, now look at here. That is her ride. That's her new boo. And you shouldn't want to put your friend in that position. So, yeah, that scene to me, it went a little too far. That's me and your take on it. So I'm glad we're in agreement to that. So, they keep flipping moving the scenes around. So now we got Kandi still fuming about Courtney. She was ready to headbutt this bitch. See, I can do Kandi. My voice deep. I can do Kandi.
Okay.
But Sanya wanted to go see if see how Kandi, if Kandi was doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kandi feels like Sanya let basically Courtney ambush her because she knew how Courtney felt, because Sanya was like, yeah, I was trying to calm it down. I mean, she came over the other day, I just met her, and she let me know then. And it's the funniest thing because we get Don Juan, I'm not gonna call Don Juan no more. This is Kandi's work husband. So Kandi's work husband.
Yeah.
Bro, he's definitely work husband. You hear me? He ain't let nothing happen to his work wife. Not nothing. Not on his watch. Not ever.
That.
And Todd, oh yeah, because Todd ain't gonna let that happen to Kandi either. But he knows Don Juan is lurking. He knows the work husband is working. So anyway, we keep getting those little flashbacks of Don Juan. Oh, okay, that's why she was bouncing. Okay, that's why I was like, come on, Don Juan, you better beat the mouthpiece. You know, you've been on the show for 15 years now. No, she got on 4th season. Okay, 11 years now, sir.
I thought she got on the 2nd season.
I think she said 4th.
2nd or 3rd.
Okay, so let's meet in the middle.
2nd.
Let's go with 3. Let's go with 3. We're going to meet in the middle. I don't know because I feel like I just heard her talk about it. However, you could be correct. I just know she wasn't on season 1. So anyway, so yeah, she feels a little ambush that Sanya didn't tell her. And then the girls go check on Kandi because remember Sanya walks over to Sheree and them. Oh my God, Kandi was about to fight Courtney.
I need her to
That's the part you're gonna walk over there with.
I need her talking.
You want Sanya to stop talking?
Yes, I need her to be seen and not heard because everything she says, it just doesn't fare well for her once it circles around the block.
Here to there is some getting lost translation. Hey, princess.
Hey, princess.
It definitely gets lost, or it doesn't come out the way she's thinking it. I don't know. I feel you on that.
She hasn't got coned what all it means to be a housewife just yet. Just yet. So okay,
so that's why. So now the girls go check on Kandi. We go this way. The other girls, Kenya, Sheree, walk over, and now Courtney, because of course Sheree's like, "Come on, Courtney." Okay, Sheree she outdoing herself this season for me. I know we told you to show up, but Lord, some stuff you doing, I'm just side-eyeing you a lot.
She's doing. She's not doing any of the right stuff. She's doing all of the on the list.
And you a grandma. So we expect more from you. I do.
They gave her a commercial, and I'm like, why? Like, I guess for it's her and somebody from another franchise, and I guess it's supposed to be for the Little Mermaid, but I'm like, why did they pick her? Like, even if they put Drew or Kandi or anybody, like, why Sheree? Like,
yeah, because I like Cynthia's commercial. But moving on, you seen Cynthia's commercial? About her with her and her mom about like joint pain and something that she's taking that helps because she's been wearing heels all her life since she's been a model, and so she had her knees started hurting, so she stopped wearing, at least in the commercial, she said she stopped wearing heels for a year, and so yeah, she doing the dang on thing, looking amazing. So yeah, so we always look for Cynthia to do well, especially coming off of, I think her and her husband divorcing her.
I'm okay with her coming back next season. To be honest,
you say you don't care for her to come, or you?
I'm down.
Okay, yeah.
When she comes back, I'm like, oh God, but I'm down. I'm not against it.
Because like I said, she's going through a divorce, right? Or are they divorced? Yeah. So
she's, as far as I checked, it wasn't finalized yet. So maybe it's nosy and just want to know.
Yeah. Inquiring minds. So yeah. So so Kenya says like Courtney is a rap. Where am I at? Let me see. Oh, she basically was wondering why'd you bring her over here when you know they just had an argument? And I love Kandi for saying, yeah, I'm not about to get into that again. Like, why are we gonna rehash it? Because all bobblehead gonna do is bobble her head and be over there behind Sheree, bobbling, making sure that Kandi don't bop yourself. So so anyway, Marlo, this is the thing that killed me. Marlo was trying to stay on the crap table, trying to be a fly on the wall, all the while winding the whole thing, the whole battery in old Courtney's back to tell her to go do it, and sitting back, like I said, like a fly on the wall. And flies is full of shit. So go ahead, fly on the wall. You think now? So when we rewatch it and you be on the reunion that we're not going to talk about the silly things you and Sheree keep doing in these sidebars and these side the confessionals. Y'all keep coming for Kandi and saying I ain't did nothing. Okay, all right, you ain't did nothing.
Strategy this season is going to be we'll talk about it in the next episode, but she's playing puppet master this season.
I don't like it. I like it.
Her last season didn't fare well for her, so she's trying to switch it up, and it's still not going to work. So she's still not winning over the masses. If you ask me, she hasn't won me over. So,
so Sanya changes her clothes. She's trying to change the girl's mind. She's like, maybe change the clothes, maybe change the scenery. No, that didn't work. Nobody really appreciates you in this moment just yet, Sanya. You still got a little bit more crawling before you walk. The girls sit down to tell Sheree about what the street's been talking. Sheree is like, well, if you ain't got no receipts, I mean, if you can't bring me a receipt, I don't want to talk about it. So,
wait, is this when Sheree said something along the lines of, or is that the episode 1? I don't know, about something about him downgrading or having a tendency, like, why would he downgrade?
That was the first one. That was the first one.
Oh, see, I want to just keep bringing it back because that still like lives rent free in my head that she that as a comparison. That just shows you the woman's delusional.
A lot. So yeah, Sheree said that she only want to hear the information because they was like, you said you want to hear information. If we got anything, she's like, yeah, only if you got a receipts. Sheree showed Martell. Oh, so we already talked about that. I went out of order because I was trying to hurry and move through it. My bad. Where am I at? Yeah, we did that. Oh, the little fluff scene with Drew and Ralph in the studio, in the stew. They was in the stew together. They made a little song together. It's called Already Know. I'm trying to figure out, when did the producers start being on the album covers? Never mind.
When did we start tethering ourselves to people that we know we like can't envision our future with? Why do we start intertwining them more? Like if they would have did this the first or second years, third year, fourth, however many years they got married, if this would have happened before they came on the show, then I would be like, okay, it just happens or whatever. But now that you have actually gone through some stuff that you were still not over, because what happened in Tampa? Who were you with? Now that all of that stuff has happened and stuff like that, anything from this point on, even if they didn't come out, even if it didn't hit the public that they're going to get a divorce or whatever, I would still be side-eyeing her like, why are you putting him on? Why are you, what? Like, well, I would still be looking at her like crazy. Like, you could have left him out of this project, like for real. I really hope she gets on her stuff once, she's past this divorce for real, because I think she could be great at everything she wants.
She gonna get that revenge body. She gonna get that music career going, and yes, she will. I believe that Drew is she gonna play with him. I don't think so. So, anywho, Sheree, Courtney, and Sanya meet up at Sheree's house. And Courtney, Courtney, Sheree, and Sanya. So Courtney chooses to tell them in this moment that, that Kandi had promoted some club Tropicana. And when she promoted it, it was ghetto. It was ghetto the night that she promoted. And okay. Yes. So the girls kikied about it. They had a lot of kiki. What? It was funny to them, I guess. Whatever. I just feel like when you say ghetto, like, what do you mean? The look of it, or was there fighting going? See, because ghetto for me is like, it was fighting. They closed the club up early. They had to shut down. But if you are you talking about the people that was there? It wasn't upscaled enough. It was people that you probably wouldn't party with because you think you better than somebody, a young lady. I hope not. I hope that ain't what it is. Like, and what? Never mind. I was about to say, what are you doing at the club? I know you got to be in your 40s. Your daughter is 24. Maybe you're 20 years older than her. You would be 44 if you was even had her at 16. You still be in your 40s. What are you doing? So that was discussed. They had a kiki about that. So Kandi and Sanya.
I'm reading.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. My comments, stop. I don't know why I did that. So you're stupid. So Sanya and Kandi meet up to go eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Sanya's the new bone collector, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's the one going back and forth and telling people stuff, right? So Sanya
Good
told
though.
Kandi exactly what Courtney said about Courtney behind being saying that the club was ghetto or whatever they were at or promoted that it was ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
So you know Miss Kandi, she don't play like that. What Kandi say? What you say?
Yeah. So what were you saying? Which is exactly what I would ask too. And Sonya wasn't ready. Again, she don't know the dynamics and how she's supposed to approach all these things just yet because she wouldn't even. She set herself up for that one.
No, I think Confession is setting her up a little bit too, though. You know, because maybe Kandi said that how that whole thing with her and Courtney even go up. They like to do that, but that was her first time ever that happening to her. That
I forget the word she used for it.
Like beat, or is it a beat or a beast?
Yeah. I'm the beat. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I was just like, okay, so
but like,
and it's funny because I think that's why Kandi said that again when she said we're not about to go into it. It clicked in her head because remember she said I gave the producer a look like, oh, I'm the beat. Okay, so she knew not to bite no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Sanya doesn't know that. She doesn't know how to not do that kind of stuff. So yeah, so what Sanya say, Barb? What did Sanya say when Kandi asked her? What you say?
She started and it's just like every time she's like, that's what I was saying in the beginning, like every single time she opens her mouth, it's just like, you haven't learned yet. You haven't learned.
She's going about getting
freedom, but I just remember she was like, she was caught.
She actually said, no, I did. I think she said something like, I said, I didn't say that. She didn't say that she didn't say nothing, but she didn't say, oh, I laughed at it. I think Sanya is going wrong by not really stop teetering up the fence. And if she put her foot down, because in that moment, let's just say if we reenact that moment and that happened, she said, oh, Courtney says, and mind you just met Courtney and you've been to Disney World with Kandi. Your rapport is different with Kandi now, right? So in this moment, what you should have done was say, I don't think, like, you could even chuckle. No, I don't think she brought the ghetto out. She might have brought out a crowd of people, but she definitely didn't bring out no ghetto people. And if she had a rebuttal to that, that's when you say, well, me and her just went to Disney World, and I don't feel comfortable with you speaking about her like that, or not in front of me. I mean, you can speak the way you want to, but in front of me, I don't want to hear that because we cool. That would have came out better. Now you and her will have a little tete-a-tete in an argument, and everybody on the outside on the screen looking at you will be like, "Go on, Sanya." But nah, now we see you kind of spineless, and it's kind of like, why would you do that? Hey, Kanae.
Hey, Kanae.
So yeah, it's just like, why? So she doesn't know how to. She doesn't know how to gain respect, and that's a problem. We're gonna find that out with her sister, not on the next one that we're gonna review, but on the following one. It's like, girl,
stand 10 down. She has to, like, on this show, like, you have to not only let people like put things in your mouth to say or you be used as a vessel, you got to like stand 10 toes down in your own stuff. And that's why the whole saying like goes, don't let nobody spray you with your own tea. Like, she needs to just like stand in her stuff, and that'll mitigate a lot of issues for her.
Period.
Because that's really the only time that people get like really caught up is when something that they said comes back all chopped and screwed, or they try to just speak off of some emotions that somebody else like instilled in them. That's like the main way things go wrong on these types of shows. But she's too busy trying to figure out what if her and Drew are going to be friends or not. That's why it keeps happening.
Here's the thing, Barb, because even in this sitting, they talk about BravoCon. You see, when they were talking about BravoCon, she was like, yeah, everybody was following you guys, and you guys were so, wasn't nobody giving her that energy. And so I think in her brain, she's like, oh, Sheree, she got a lot of people that, you know, is following her or like, oh, Sheree, and she by Sheree, and woo, wah, wah. So in her mind, she's like, oh, she's the it girl. When it's like, I mean, yeah and no. It's yeah and no. They also talk about at BravoCon how shocked they were about Mama Joyce and what she was doing, you know, being disrespectful to Todd. And I think we all are still kind of like, wow, you're just not gonna let it go. They've been married 9 years now.
9 years, and they have amassed like some great things together. I don't ever see him
starting with the kids, starting with Ace and Blaze,
blowing money or like
talk about Ace and Blaze. Can I talk about Ace and Blaze? Because I'm just saying though, like you got grandkids, my love. Don't do that. Disrespect it. At least don't do the disrespect in front of the camera. You see, you just don't do it in front of the camera.
Like there's no reason why we as the public should know like every thought in regards to how Mama Joyce feels about Todd, especially after 9 years. Like,
first of all, Miss Bertha, even Miss Bertha was like,
I was like,
I think I was just like, now your sister looking at you.
I was kind of like following like the panels and like, you know, some things or whatever when it was all going on or whatever. And I was just like, oh boy, when I seen that her and Kandi were gonna be up there, I was like, I just knew that something was.
You know they set y'all up. I don't know why y'all fought for the okie duck. I'd have been like, I can't do it. I ain't gonna do it with my mama. I'll do it with Todd. I'll do it with anybody. I know me and my mama. Because y'all gonna put us against each other. So we're not doing that. And that's what they do. They do it purposely. Because they want to get a reaction out of Kandi. But see, Kandi is so on point with talking to people, being in front of the camera, she can do that with her eyes closed. So you're not gonna catch her off guard. And when you do, be careful. Be very, very careful. So saying yes,
funny.
Which is, huh?
It's supposed to be funny, but like it's really not when it's actually like you're the person involved in it. Like that's not when you're the middleman and you're the person in the middle. Like it's not funny. Like no,
at all.
You know, they're always going to ask the messy questions and whatnot and stuff like that. So like you said, yeah, you need to kind of know when it's like every opportunity you shouldn't take because this can happen. But
hello. Okay.
But moving right along.
Yes, moving right along because there was one more point that I wanted to make about that. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry.
Like any other major points of this?
Oh, just about did I?
Blaze or no? OLG?
I think I moved up to the next scene because I think I'm like on the own. Because my sister came over. Remember I told you my sister came over, so it threw me off on my notes real quick. So let me say like that. Hopefully, I think that was the end of that one. I think I started moving into the next one.
Yeah,
so
we could jump.
But that's what we will do. We're gonna go into the taglines.
Yes.
We're gonna go into the taglines. So episode 3 is called "A Star Is Reborn," right? So when we talk about a star reborn, we're gonna get into it. Let's find out. So anyway, the taglines reads as such.
Atlanta, my branches.
We started with yes. Come on, Barb with it. So yes, Kandi's was my roots
are in Atlanta, but my branches are worldwide. I mean, it's respectable.
They definitely reaching still. They reaching.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is, and we kind of got into it a little bit more in this episode, why, like, how to use one-liners and how to, like, you know, play on that whole thing, whether it be merch or taglines or whatever. This was a respectable execution of that. I feel like I'm pretty sure, I can't remember like any of her other like, oh my god, headline or taglines, but I mean, this is decent enough. I've heard a lot. I've heard better, but I've also heard worse. So whatever.
Right. That part. So we go to Drew. She's second in line. Hers is,
forget the gaslight. I'm taking the spotlight.
A Star is Reborn. Okay. Next on the list will be
I'm gonna just leave
say what?
I'm gonna just leave Drew right there.
Okay. Yeah.
My past may be checkered, but my future is solid gold.
Solid gold. Come on, solid gold. That's some of my older people in the building. Y'all know about that. Solid gold.
I'll take the song 3000, Alex, because that tagline, like solid gold. Like I don't.
First of all,
it was random to me.
Well, her past is checkered, and checkers are colorful, and she wants her stuff to be solid gold, and it's giving more like stainless steel. Still good, still strong. It's just, you know, you're not polished enough to be solid gold yet. So that's just my thing.
I don't. What vessel, what channel is she going to utilize to get there is my question, because you still are not giving us 100% the real. So you got to give the real to get to the gold. That's kind of how it works. I don't make the rules. That's just the game.
So yeah. Not that our disdain for her is the thing. We not feeling her. We not feeling Marlo. we not. I'm not. Kenya, Miss Kenya.
I just don't do it for the culture. I am the culture. I was disconnected with this one too. I was kind of like, wait, is it, maybe I missed something. I don't know. Maybe y'all I was like, was there like some type of reference that I missed in the past? Because it's not making sense.
That would have been better for Kandi. Only because, I mean, she's doing everything in the culture, like writing. She was in R&B, in some hip hop. She got her own songs with, with E40 and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I feel like that would have fit Kandi more than.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
And it was the honey. I am the culture. I said, who, what, girl?
I am the I'm still trying to figure out like
honey. No, you gotta put I like her honey. I just would have just left it at that. Don't even give us nothing else. Like, I don't know. I just was like, girl, no.
I don't even want to say the next one because it'll make me like word vomit. Oh god.
So who was next? Oh, Sheree, please, Lord. Say it. Go ahead.
She by Sheree, more like she broke the internet. I was like delayed. Like she's just so late. Like she just misses the mark on everything in her life, and like it's so infuriating because I know
her life.
Yes, and I know people that will literally take the reins of her life and like drop somebody else in the driver's seat of her life, and they will blow it out of the world. Like give somebody else these opportunities, and they will knock it out of the world. I'm telling you right now. Like what? She ran the internet. No, you won't. We all know what happened upon the launch of She by Sheree. So,
with your wrinkled clothes, come on, girl. Sanya.
Let me put the nose up for this too. If you can't keep up the pace, stay out of my race. Like, girl,
you ain't racing no more
at all. Like, so it's like you need to start rebranding into like what's going to carry, like what you want to be known for, like going forward, like period. Like
medals. She want to be known as medals
for forever.
I don't know. That's her claim to fame. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Oh no, it's not. I'm not.
I ain't got no medals.
Take away from her in that aspect, but I'm just like, okay, we already like.
It's very much time to rebrand, and as in shape as she is, it's just like she should be doing some kind of, I don't know, boot camp training, some kind of something that.
Want to keep going over to Sheray's house all the time? They need to do a partnership of something. Like I don't know.
Her joggers are too. Her line is too expensive.
Unavailable. No. Yeah, no. I
did not. I cannot. So, sorry. We are gonna get into what is it? The episode 3, A Star Is Born, right? So we start off with Chef Jessica. Right? Throwing down at making a brunch for Sheree and her two boys. Who was that? Sanya and Marlo. Like, dang, they be chefing a lot. I'm a chef. Well, I got a chef. My husband's a chef. I got a chef, but sometimes I want me into him. I think I'm about to hire somebody because they should be making it look bomb.
Sometimes you just don't want to go out to the restaurant. Like sometimes, like for like Valentine's Day or something like that, you just kind of want to have somebody. Exactly. You just want to have somebody like come and do that.
I don't go out on my anniversary. Not to no restaurants. My husband usually makes me a big seafood crab boil, something seafood steak, surf and turf. He knows I love my seafood, so that's how he does his wife. So so we go over there. Sanya and Sheree. First, Sanya makes it over there first. So of course they start talking. That's what I was talking about. I got into the second this part because that's when they started talking about BravoCon, and that's when Marlo came in, and that's how all that started. But my notes was all messed up. So
yeah, I was like, wait, I thought that was.
Yeah, I thought you was absolutely correct, Barb. But you got notes, so you can take over if you would like to. I need to go grab. I'm gonna have somebody go grab me something to drink.
Okay. So yeah, we were at Sheree's house. Sonia and Marlo come over, and like we said before, they bring up.
Actually, you can take it from when we already talked about how Joyce was being disrespectful, and they was talking about that whole little thing. I don't know if that's what the last thing that I ended at.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty much all they talked. They talked about that, then as well as the whole Drew and Sonia little whatever. And
that's what we're going to. That's what we was getting to. We don't know what's going on.
And I guess Sonia, and maybe I'm probably skipping ahead at this point, but for Sonia, it was everything kind of went left at the reunion when Drew was like flipping her hair or whatever in her face or whatever, and she was like, understood. For Drew, it was more so she was upset by or she got upset when she saw that she unfollowed her. She assumed it was because of the and they were just trying to turn over a new leaf and da-da-da. And I'm just like, I'm not about to deal with this with y'all again for a whole nother season. That's what I do know. Either you're gonna be friends or you're not. And I love how like I feel so like justified in feeling that way because like Kenya, Kandi, like all like more of the OGs and stuff like that. Everybody's kind of just like when it comes to their drama and all that. So it's just I find it just really funny.
Right.
But that was really it. They just mostly talked about the Mama Joyce comment, which again we kind of already talked about it a little bit. That's not cool. I think Marlo said, what did she say? Your mama is the street.
No, she said the streets is talking. Your mama is the streets.
And I have to get behind her on that. Like, Kandi, you really got it. You got it. It's getting worse. I feel like with time. It's not getting better.
That's because Kandi has been nipped in the bud. She has not. See what she. I bet you
have to tell him that. Like
no, but you need to tell your mama. Looky here. If you don't stop talking about my husband, I'm gonna put in this will that if y'all ain't on good terms if something happened to me, that you don't get nothing for, or you gonna get half of what you was supposed to get. Like you want to threaten her at this point. I know that she loves your mom. I'm being funny.
Oh, literally, yes. She's
like,
going to have to, because she don't
put your foot down somehow, some way.
Because everybody's looking at you crazy right now. That was really mainly it. Except for Shrey, she said something in this moment that really like pissed me off. And she said something along the lines of what she's talking about, that guy. She was like, she hasn't seen any cockiness or arrogance from him based on like, you know, how he is on the show and blah, 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 because she would not be attracted to him if that's the case. And without getting too, you know, off the beaten path with that really, I really had to sit here and think about it. And I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, if what you're saying, if what you're saying is that he is not who he is or whatever, that's true him or anything like that. If we apply that same logic to you, does that mean that you're up here faking then too? Because that's where it left me. It left me right smack dab there where I'm like, okay, well, if you're trying to say that he's being falsely portrayed or there's more to what we see or okay, so let's apply that to you. Like what? So who's the real Sheree then? Is there more that meets the eye that we haven't seen on and off for the past 12, however many seasons? I don't know.
I always feel like, I don't know, Barb. For me, I think you're onto something. I also feel like Sheree always seems nervous in front of the camera ever since she's been on. I don't care when she comes on. She always gives me a nervousness about her. Like she's always trying to be careful. Even her laugh is kind of fake. I ain't never seen her gut punch. Laugh. It's always a fake phony. It's always fake and phony to me. To me. Yeah. Hey Ellen, I'm sorry.
Hey Ellen.
Ellen B. How you doing tonight, baby? So yeah,
maybe that's why she said it, because she's like, oh no, we like, maybe she doesn't know that you have to be real on reality. I don't know,
maybe she thinks that they're acting on reality TV.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Okay.
Because that would go to her point. He's so kind. He's not cocky, and he's not he's not cocky. Because if he was like that, I wouldn't want to date him. You know, he's nothing like how he is on his show. Huh? You act like we are watching a scripted show. What are you talking about, Sheree?
Most of the stuff that we get is not from the show. It's from social media.
Oh my God. And we're not even gonna make that point.
We're not even gonna, because you know, I don't even
that don't even make sense what she's talking about.
But I just literally, I had to pause on that because I'm like, you sound crazy right now. You do know you're on a show as well. Like, okay. Ralph and Drew. I'm sorry, but I can see why Drew, why her leg might have been like broke, or her ankle, or why she has issues, because she's just not that coordinated. Like, but she was
like got 2 left feet, like almost.
And I do too, but like it was just like she was all hitting up against the wall and all like I'm like, okay, I see why you be having these ankle issues and all this, but nonetheless they go rock climbing. And I mean, it wasn't really much to that scene except for when he said something along the lines, he compared them to Ike and Tina, and I was like, hee ha ha, because there's always a little bit of, I don't care, there's always like a little bit of truth or a little bit of something behind when people say certain stuff. You don't just make comparisons like that just to make comparisons like that. So I was like, hey, if anybody else would have said that, then maybe it would have been like, I would have had a different reaction. But when he said that, I was just like, he's talking about, oh, they could be the next Ike and Katina or something like that. And she was thinking Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like,
I wish people stopped using that reference. I really wish they would stop doing that.
That's not
one Jay-Z. Like, we don't need all that. Like, we really don't need multiples of them. They are them.
I just want to be and whatever. I mean, I get respecting somebody's drive and how they are about their craft and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's like when you're another celebrity or whatever, I feel like, not saying you can't give people their flowers, but I'm just like, just be who you are. Like, people probably look up to you, but you might be someone's Beyonce and Jay-Z already.
Child.
Okay, it was a little ambitious, but right. You never know who's watching. Like, you could be,
I got you. But don't reference you as Ike and Tina. Don't do that. If you wonder who's watching, don't do that. Nobody wants to be referencing that. And it's funny that he would reference that, and then that other weird couple that's been together a long time from Escape.
Oh yeah,
her husband. He did the same thing. Like, why are you referencing them too? Like, what are y'all going with that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just laying it out there, y'all.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird. I mean, and then they also, on that scene too, they also talked about them, getting back to the music, right?
Yeah, well, they did speak about that a little bit, but it's more so she wants to keep pushing the record, marketing. She wants to really be all fully in this, and he kind of, I think, wants to just go back to his day job or whatever and focus on that. Like, he's not down to keep pushing the record. Like, he was pretty much one and done. I think this maybe, I don't know if this was her one last ditch effort to try to get them back on good terms or do whatever they were trying to do, or I don't know what her intentions were behind this, but it seems like they were already had two different ideas from the get-go. Like, this was never going to be this culminating, like, oh my God, we're stuck like glue now, this is what we do, like on some Todd and Kandi type stuff. Maybe it's not. No, you gotta vote.
We can all see that Ralph's an opportunist.
Ralph,
hence the book about being a stepfather, which didn't come out or whatever. However he did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was all pumped about the song, probably with her, right? When they did it. So much so that he put himself on the album cover.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't good enough for him to get the credit for being the producer. And it's her name and produced by like two titles on there, right? Then on top of that,
gross.
Y'all didn't market, like y'all did it independently, right? So maybe you didn't know what you were doing, maybe you didn't. But the fact that you gonna bust her bubble in the moment when she's like, okay, we did, a little over 30,000 views or hits or streams.
Yeah.
Like, see, this is what I don't like about Ralph.
Not that great, but good because we didn't market it. But
right, so bitch, why couldn't you just fucking say? Why couldn't you just say, hey, we did that, especially the way we did it independently. I would expect more. I hope maybe we should push it a little bit more. We didn't market it as best way we could, but you're such an opportunist. What he is a coat hanger. He a coattail hanger. He likes to hang on his wife's coattail. And if she go up, he like, I'll be right there to go up with her. But say she don't go all the way up. Then it's like, oh, let me distance myself. Hence, with the drop it with Drew. It didn't seem like he was on her like he should be. It don't feel like he was in her corner.
I see. So,
but when the idea presents itself, it's I'm all in. And then as soon as he don't see it going in the direction he thinks it should go in, then it's okay. Well, yeah, maybe I should be doing something else. Hence, here's the book, same difference. Then here we go with. Okay, the album, the song didn't do too well, but and she said, yeah, maybe we need to get behind it and do some more marketing. They were talking about doing not in this segment, but they talked about doing a video. So I'm like,
we went to the studio last week.
What are you acting like you scrapping the whole thing, the whole project? It's weird. He is the weirdest husband I've ever seen.
Like what you said. It's literally what you're saying right now.
Like it's kind of
paying off exactly how he would want it to make it, because he's always one leg in, he's a one leg in, one leg out guy. So just like you said, he saw that it probably wasn't going to pay off, what he would like.
Now here's the thing, Barb. Now here's the thing though. I don't know if he got him in the right, production or editing. We don't know when they really, if everything is in order the way it comes, because you see how excited he got when we get to this scene about her opportunity with Candace. We'll get there, but I'm just saying.
Again. Yep.
Again. Woo! Bitch, sit down. This her moment. Sit your pointy head down. Sit your pointy head down. Okay, go ahead. Next thing. He gets up on that.
Yes, very much so. Kenya, how do we feel about how Kenya was like talking to her team or anything? Do we feel any way about that? Like, do we feel like if you didn't watch the episode, Kenya, we get this short clip about her. She's about to have like a Zoom or something, whatever. She's about to be talking to her team, and there's some technical difficulties, and she got a little passionate. Her voice might have got a little elevated and whatnot. And she says, she tries to work with them and stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't go as she needs it to go. So there was, I don't know, a couple of things on Twitter and whatnot, and people were kind of like, well, I don't feel like that was warranted and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't. Oh yeah. Kenya. It's like it probably is not going to play over well, but I like to think that that was just an isolated thing, and she not always like that, or like she just was like,
we all get like that.
That's what I'm saying.
We under pressure.
Like, and I even do it, unfortunately.
I know the hell I do it. And the people that know me, if I'm in that mood, don't talk to me. I'm real moody right now.
It doesn't give it a pass or anything like that, but it's just like sometimes like 2 seconds to going on stage, you're 2 seconds to taking a test, you're like whatever you're about to be facing, like sometimes it just gets you in that moment, you're just like and you don't even, it's not even directed at the person necessarily, it's just like the emotions are just like,
that's why you apologize in the moment, beginning of the moment usually, and at the end of the moment. Like, I apologize. I'm under a lot of stress, but I don't understand why you didn't do it this the first time. And then thank you for doing it, but please make sure that it's on point. I apologize again, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta people will understand that better than you just thinking you about to go off on me, because people are gonna walk out on you. They'll walk out, they'll leave you.
I understood why she was going off. Like I didn't see
really nothing wrong in that moment. Not one thing.
I mean, yes, was I like, oh, good, yeah. But at the same time, I was like not really, pressed over it. And maybe I don't know, maybe that's just because in the military we it wasn't like anything weird to me. I understood why she was doing it, and I like to think we don't see the same things happening with Kenya Moore hair care and whatnot. Like, clearly it's been a sustainable brand for however many years now. So clearly I don't like to think that she's a bad boss, or that was a reflection of her being like a truly bad boss. So
I don't think it was bad boss. I feel like editing be really reaching sometimes, and I don't like when they do that. Don't be putting, it's like you trying to make her contradict herself. Oh, I care for the children. I love the people, and then you turn around while we watch her talk, smack. It's like, come on, dude. We all understand. We're all human. We don't always show up in the best of moods. Dang, can we have a day or two?
Yes, very much so. And also in that conversation, well, upon concluding that exchange between her and her team, she speaks to Monyetta, and she asks Monyetta to help her choreograph a little, something for a I forget exactly what it was, but she got an opportunity.
She is doing a halftime at one of the family at one of the colleges, though.
I think so. I think it might be an HBCU somewhere.
Yeah, HBCU, but I just they were talking about Grambling, but I'm not for sure if that was the school she was, or if it was in Alabama. I'm not really for sure, but whatever it is close to her, that's bomb.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. She's on her stuff. She knows where she wants to take her stuff and be and all that, and she is making sure she gets there. I'm not mad at it at all. Keep on moving. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I don't think they said anything else too special in that conversation. So Kandi meets up with her work husband.
I literally have that's exactly what it says on my notes right there. Right there.
She's looking she's slaying or whatever in her tights and her leather shorts.
Yes.
Because she's about to go sit courtside because it's date night with her and Todd. And I was like, okay, I'm here for it. They're still, you know, I'm happy. That means they're getting their time in. She about to go out, look out, you know.
Yeah, date night.
I'm here for it. I love a date night. And she is going to detail all of her upcoming must-do things. And I was really interested in this part. I don't know why. I'm just like so. But I really, really like how she like prioritizes not only like, things, but she prioritizes like everything like equally. Like her must-do list was pretty evenly spread from like family stuff to friends to I really like how she like gives everything like equal time as far as like putting it on the must-dos. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know. I'm like weird like that. And yeah, that's how busy I want to be. They just talk about that, and Monietta comes through, and we discuss the whole BravoCon, Mama Joyce again. Yeah, she came for Todd's job or his lack of having a job. She would have, in her words, she would have picked someone with a better job for her daughter. And like we said before, it's old, it's tired. She really needs to
Joyce need a man. Mama 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 Joyce need a man. Definitely needs a man. Then she can stay out of her daughter's life about her man. That's it. You can't sit here and talk about somebody else's husband when you ain't got one.
It's not even that as much as it's like he hasn't done like
if she has somebody better. She just still, I'm sorry, she needs a man because she needs somebody to occupy her time and somebody so she can see how it is to be treated by somebody that loves you outside of your family. Like seriously, because it's hard work. Marriage is work, and you are sitting here playing with it. Yes, your daughter is gifted, driven, and like you said earlier, Barb, they have accomplished a lot together. Is your ears and eyes not working now? Because we clearly see they are accomplishing a lot. So you're basically, Mama Joy, still saying this is all Kandi and Todd does not do nothing. So I hope you don't ever have to go to New York and need to stay in the condo. Not that you would have to, but that's what
she's a capped woman. Mama Joyce is
okay. Candy's going to be staying there. So when you do go visit your baby and you need to go there, it's going to be fun because that's Todd. That's something Todd had before he married his wife. And I'm just saying that's just one of the things. It's just
because their strengths are in different areas.
They complement each other very well.
Yes, and Kandi even said it later on. She said something to the effect of like or maybe it was in the scene about him and his production, and he wants her to help him with this, and then then he got like it all interconnects, and they're able to join forces and do these great things together. Not everybody, Kandi. I'm not gonna say she's the face because she's amassed like her own stuff by herself, and whatever. Not everything everything, is super intertwined. Obviously, like Todd's not a part of Escape or anything and whatever. Just because Kandi is like the person in front, the face, the personality, the this, the that, like doesn't mean that he's just in the back just doing like completely nothing. Like completely nothing. Like, no, he just does different stuff. That doesn't cause him to be his face on our screens all the time, or us constantly being reminded of like, oh, like we see Kandi's face every single place. Todd just he does things big too, but they're just behind the scenes more so, behind the camera, and that's okay too. We can't all have the same job.
Like, that's his thing. That's what that's his thing. He's been in the camera crew. He's been in the production behind the scenes. He is not the front face. He don't need to be. And it's like, get this man his props and stop it.
And the fact that
everything.
And the fact that Kayla was the one to say something, and then Riley also said something to Kandi, it's like, it hasn't, and correct me if I'm wrong, especially you all in the chat, didn't Kayla, I'm not gonna say, I don't want to just throw that out there and make up things, but I thought there was something else with like Kayla and Mama Joyce and something before. I don't know. I could be making things up. But I'm like, at this point, yeah, the kids are privy to it, the older kids. And then coming in the future, the younger kids are gonna know, oh well, grandma used to just be ragging on dad. Like come on now.
Man, oh man.
National TV at BravoCon. Like your annual convention of the show, and you want to get up there and talk like that? Like, come on, man.
It's just too many. It's too many people there. It's too many people there to do that. Like, it's just jacked up.
I think that was Todd's mom, Barb. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. But yeah, nonetheless, it branches off to other people, and it's just a weird situation, and there's so many other enemies and just mess out in the world that this is just not a battle that, like, is this really a mountain that you are gonna just, here's your freaking flag and you're just gonna just stand up there all day? Like, I don't think that is necessary, but whatever. Well, when this happened, I think BravoCon, I don't know when they filmed this, but I thought BravoCon was like in like last October, I want to say, or something.
Yeah, it was my birthday. Mm-hmm. It was.
Because I wanted to go, but anyway.
Yeah, but you was with me instead.
Oh no, I'm not mad about that. I
know, I'm saying.
But the way them tickets are set up, like, I want somebody to. They say that the only tickets that are worth anything are the like VIP ones, but look, they were over like 1,000 something or whatever. And it's not that that's like,
is that the whole, what is it, a weekend or just one?
Yeah, I think it came out to like 1,000 something, like for both days or whatever, and that to get to the exclusive interviews and to get to backstage or whatever. And they said that that's really the only good pass to get. And it's like, yeah, could I do that? Yeah, but I'm like, I also feel like, do I really want to spend that money on seeing y'all? Like, I like y'all too, but like, I just want one of these DirecTV. Send me tickets. Send me my homegirls some tickets. Okay.
Right. That would be nice. Ranting. You see what ranting? I say Joyce doesn't claim Kayla, her grandchild. I mean, as her grandchild.
That's what I was talking about. Like, I knew that they were, so yeah.
I didn't know nothing about that. That's sad. It's really sad because that would make sense, because when we do talk about it, that's how Todd found out about it. That Mama Joyce was talking mess about him at BravoCon.
Yeah, Kayla. And so, and that already, like Princess is saying,
she don't.
Like, Kayla probably don't see Mama Joyce since day one.
I'm sorry. I've been looking at my little screen the whole time. I had to call my son, like, why am I not on? I mean, my big screen is on, but it wasn't there. So now that's why you guys, I was like, I couldn't even read y'all comments because it was on my small screen. We better.
It's all good. So then we get this Drew, Ralph, Courtney, and Bryce from Groove Theory. We get their whole like segment. Apparently, yes, she has a 24-year-old daughter who looks just like her.
My God, I thought my daughter looked like me.
Yeah, it was like okay. But they go over to Ralph and Drew's to kind of like, bring in this get this family dynamic going. And before they could really sit down and eat and all that, they like I said, they exchange, you know, pleasantries and all that. And Drew also tells us that Bryce is someone that she did in her first movie with, or a movie with 10 years ago or whatever. So it's a small world. Like they connected and everybody's connected and but before they can sit down and eat, Drew FaceTimes Kandi after she just told everybody right there in front of her, or Courtney, I should say, because obviously Ralph already knew that, you know, this good news about, or wait, no, I think I'm making that up because Candace FaceTimed her.
Yes, Candace FaceTimed her.
Candace FaceTimes her. And before they got there, and she invites her to sing at the city winery or whatever, because, you know, Candace touring and everything, and she invites Drew up there. She said that Shamari was supposed to come, but that didn't work out. So now she is giving the opportunity over to her good girl Drew, because they've been hanging out a lot lately, and I thought that was cool. Shout outs to Candace for making this appearance over there down at Atlanta. And yeah, so then that's when Bryce and Courtney showed up, and when she told Courtney the good news, it was, oh yeah. And for some weird reason, and I was like, see, Drew, I was missing you on episode 1, and then you came in, and now you're starting to do Why would you call Kandi when you got Courtney right here, and then proceed to go and be?
Well, in Drew's defense, it sounds like she kind of heard what happened, probably through Ralph, and Ralph probably didn't see what actually happened, and he didn't get the full story. And because that's his cousin, he probably didn't say, oh yeah, because he doesn't know probably what exactly happened. So his behind, it's like, oh, I heard, you know, Courtney and Kandi got into it. He probably didn't think of a big deal about it, big dum-dum. So but he could have been setting his wife up as well with his weird self.
I can see both sides. I can see what you're saying. But at the same time, it's like, because we're talking about people we're talking about, I'm like, now, you know, he told you this, you know, and just not even to mention the fact that regardless, all y'all just except for Sheree, really, all y'all just met this woman and stuff like that. Even if none of that even happened, it was still kind of like, okay, well, hi, Courtney. Like, okay, so why are you calling me? It was just, I wasn't mad at Kandi's reaction whatsoever. But she invites Kandi to her her thing with Candace, which I thought was really nice. And that just shows again, because Kandi was like, I'll be there, whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. Like, she really does prioritize like things like to the best of her ability. Like, she really does still show up for her friends. I honestly feel like whenever I'm on her social media and stuff like that, I'm like, this woman really do be everywhere. And the only times I really seen her not like show up for like stuff with her friends, I think was when Toya had her wedding or whatever, and she wasn't there, I think. And again, I don't know their lives or anything like that, but the only thing I've never seen her be at that because she got everything else was Toya's wedding. That's because I think her show was had its opening, their opening weekend or something was going on with her show in New York City or whatever. So I think, you know, that's probably why. I don't know, but nonetheless, I guess.
About Shamari not coming?
No, Kandi. Like how she just,
they was talking about Shamari didn't come because Ronnie didn't want her to come. I said, well, no. I said, oh, don't do that.
I wouldn't be. I don't know. They on that other show. I haven't been watching, but
I'm so tired of them being on other shows like that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded them one more season on this show. But anyway,
show, but on couple shows, like a lot.
Yeah, it's like, well, when they show up the second time on this show, on that other show, I'm like, okay, y'all need to just come back over here because clearly there's a story there that needs to be told.
Yeah, that worked.
But anyway, they speak a little bit about Sonya, and this is where I kind of got that whole like Sonya just needs to stand 10 toes down because look, everything is like coming back. You put it out there one way, then it comes back to you like twisted up another way, and somehow she keeps being the common denominator in these exchanges between these people, this side and this side. And I hate to be like that, but that's kind of how reality shows are. Like, it's like this group is over here, this group is over here, and Sonya keeps like finding her way, saying the wrong stuff in the middle, and then it keeps like coming back to each side.
Right.
But I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on this scene, this dinner, this whatever?
I'm shocked and surprised that she is married to Bryce from Group Theory. I liked him back in the day. He was cute, and then he was even cute on Beauty Shop too. So I was like, that's a pleasant surprise. That was kind of cool that they knew each other. That Drew and him also knew each other from acting together and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of cool. I ain't never mad for cousins getting together and having a little din. That was kind of cool. I love that Candace called Drew and invited her. I thought that was amazing. I echoing or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was amazing that she even thought of her. And here we go, crossing again in our with our shows. So I thought that was kind of cool. We would have known that Candace and her were cool like that. So yeah, I like that little scene. That was a nice little scene. I wasn't here for Courtney telling Drew why the husbands are standing there. That scene right there was like cringy because we're looking at the scene through the men and the women are on the other side of the table. It was just like weird. And she's trying to tell her what happened. And it's just, I don't know. I just don't care for Courtney still. She really gonna have to do something big for me to switch out for her, because right now I'm side-eyeing everything she does.
I want to like her because like some of the things she said like show like their elements of like things be like, oh, that's cool, or whatever. Like sometimes she'd be seeming like she could be like cool and good energy, but like
she's overbearing a little bit,
like the wrong way. So we got to bring it down and then build it back up. Yeah, I mean, it was a whatever scene for me.
Like she reminds me of somebody that just seeks attention. When you are already a nice looking lady, you're gonna get attention. But I feel like she is trying to show people like, I'm just not this pretty face. I'm hard. You're not. You are. I like literally. We can tell you're all bark by the way you bop your head so much. Like literally every time you talk, you're bopping your head. So people that do that, you are mostly talking. If I did like that to you, you're gonna jump. So it's funny to me to watch somebody of her stature, her now we know that she has a 24-year-old, like, and you get on the show and this is how you present yourself to get on the show, right? Girl, wrong road. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Wait, we about to go to the last scene when they go to the
well, I was gonna just go over. I mean, it's really not even much.
I'm just saying. Look, tell me before we get to that.
We got that quick little 2 seconds with Marlo and the boys in the car.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, I still stand by what I said in the first episode. I mean, cool, whatever. She's doing the Monty, whatever. She's doing that whole thing. I think this is just the only thing that I would note in this scene is when she brought up her nephew that lost his life, that we're gonna get more into in the next scene. This is when she first says that, and I'm like, was this scene before? I wonder if that scene was shot before or after the next scene, or like there was any correlation, or I can't remember why she brought that up, but I was just like,
Marlo?
Yeah, when she brought up the other nephew. And it also made me think, I'm like, dang, how many siblings does she have?
Okay, the correlation was that the fact that because Kandi don't really talk about, but that was after they went there. That was after the performance and stuff, right?
That was before. She was in the car with them, picking up, whatever from the mall or from whatever her.
I mean, that part was, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm what you were saying.
It was like 2 seconds. It wasn't a big thing, but yeah, this is when she first said that whole thing. Not the whole thing, but this is when she first brought up the incident between her nephew. I think that's why she said something about keeping them close or whatever.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. Now I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're getting.
That's how they're gonna tie it in.
Mm-hmm. So then we got the night of the show. Everybody's showing up. I seen Dr. Heavenly. I seen, all the girls showing up and whatnot. And they all go sit at the table. And when Marlo comes up, all she got met with was like a dry hello, hi, whatever. And I wasn't mad at that at all because
we don't like you, girl.
Yes, you know where you stand with everybody. You know why they feel the way they feel. Oh, it is what it is. Oh well.
Didn't Manetta tell her about herself? Did Manetta tell her that why she didn't care for her?
Yeah, and then we're gonna get like even more so. She let it rain again in the next after backstage, whatever, after the little performance or whatever. She knows. And Marlo too, with her, she kind of started doing that whole slut shaming thing again too, where she was like, oh, well, basically talking about how Kandi still hasn't came back around or whatever. And but if she was a man or a chicken wing, I think she said too, but if she was a man, then she probably would have. And I'm just like,
girl, you wish you had a man, Marlo. Like, shut up.
She's always commenting, like, again, on
Marlo need her a good lay, period. Hey, Ray. She need a good lay. She another one. Her and Mama Joyce. I don't know if Mama Joyce need a lay because she's a little up in age, and I don't know. I hope to be still getting laid in my 70s too, or my 60s and my 70s, or all that. But I'm saying it to say it's a little different from Mama Joyce. When I say she need a man, she need to go out. She need to go have male companionship. She need to go see how it is to go date, be with another man, see how a man's supposed to treat you.
Yeah, I don't even think she wants that. Like
I know she don't, because she's too busy being in her daughter's stuff. Barb.
Oh, you talking about Mama Joyce? I was talking about Marlo. Like
now, back to Marlo though. With Marlo, she doesn't want that because Marlo don't really know what she wants. Marlo don't know if she want a man. She's so stuck on talking about a hoe, a thought, a slut, and moopty wop, and what woman is opening their legs, or what man, and who's sucking on whose thing, that you cannot tell me this girl is not thinking about sex. Yes, she is. Now, the problem is you're used to having sex with white men for money.
And it's okay to think about sex.
Yeah, but white men and money usually don't mean they got BDE. So, which means you need to be get some. And we're gonna see later on. I hope she gets some from him. He's a cutie pie. But she is gonna date somebody. She's gonna go on a date. All I'm saying is, for me, Marlo gives off lonely and bitter. And she hides behind, I got my bags, I got my name brand things, and I didn't have to sleep. But no, I got this on my own. You didn't. The same thing you're accusing Kandi of doing is the same thing you did, and you capitalized off of it. The same Anna Nikki, Black Anna Nikki. You're telling me that's not you? That scamming back in the day, that's not you. If you don't get out of my face, Marlo, if you don't get out of my face talking like you better than somebody and always talking about somebody in between their legs and what they got going on, girl, go get you some. Then maybe you wouldn't be worried about what Kandi's doing with Kandi Coated Nights and her vibrating lion and all of that stuff. I feel like you're consumed with Kandi and you be trying to act like you not. That's why you even talking about her chicken. You mad she got paid, and you don't even know that because the commercial didn't air till right now, and you already take this, so you don't even know she made money off of something you talking about.
Seething.
See what I'm saying? Oh, child, I can't.
It just makes me think, like I was saying, like she talking about this nephew, this sister, this. She has family. She has others. She has stuff going on in her life. She just chooses not to talk about it and rather talk about either slut shaming Kandi over here or coming, kicking Kenya's door or whatever. Or like,
and now Barb, she all up in Sheree's behind.
All up in Sheree's behind, but I'm literally counting the family members and the stuff that you're talking about. You know, your nephew lost his life. Blah, blah. Like you have stuff going on in your life. Why are we talking about that then? Take her peach. She doesn't need it. Revoked.
Yeah, she can go back to frenemies.
No, literally.
It's like seriously, we actually liked her better when she was trying to get a peach. Seriously,
seething when she saw that commercial or whatever. I'm 99% sure she was like livid. Oh my goodness! Because like I said, even Sheree got her commercial now. Like, I wonder if anybody's looking. Is anybody checking for Marlo on anything as the face of anything? I doubt it. Hey,
so Deb. Hey, brother. How you doing? I can play your other one since you put "Hey fam" after the fact. She had sex, money, not love or compassion. Thank you, Deb. That's what I'm trying to. Bro, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying everything she sits there and talk about somebody else doing. Her little stinking butt did the same thing. Maybe you're not doing it now. Maybe you do got cobwebs right now. That's what I'm saying. Go get you some. Go get you a little piece.
Again, it's a cheap shot, and
for sure.
Everybody was present except for Sheree because she was sick. And if you guys didn't catch that reference, it's Mean Girls. And everybody was there except for her, which I thought was stupid. I'm like, you definitely probably need this check, but anyway, whatever. She says something like about "Flop It" by Drew, and I'm just like, you can't call nobody's stuff a flop. Like, your whole life of a flop, like everything you set your eyes on, anything you speak on flops or doesn't happen. So be quiet, please. Candace comes out, and how do we feel about her wig? Because I'm sorry.
Her wig got to the stage before she got there. What are you talking about?
Candace, and it was her wig. So like, I don't.
Girl, that wig. If Mace was in the chat, Mace, you need to send Candace a wig, Mace. Sister, Mace. When you do hit this replay, when you do see this,
express
that wig was hideous.
It was the wig.
Oh my, that wig could stand up by itself. That wig could stand up by itself.
I had to ask because I was like,
you know that commercial that what's the commercial that go? Oh, the cricket commercial with the people with the hair. They hair in the cricket commercial move better. They little animals.
I didn't like that wig.
That wig. I don't even like her really in blonde like that. I wish she could have had her braids in for all I care. That just.
I like Candace braids. I like Candace. I don't mind the like. Some people were like, oh, I don't like the reddish brown, whatever.
I like her in all the earthy tones. I
actually like that on her.
I definitely.
Does she ever have black hair? I don't think so.
What you laughing at, Ray? What you laughing at? What's so funny?
That wig looked like it was gonna snap. Yes, it was just like it was.
Yeah, it was hard. You know what? I seen better hair on Barbie dolls.
I've seen better ones on mannequins.
Sorry, Candace. We love you, girl, but don't wear that wig no more.
Yeah, and it probably costs an arm and a leg, but I don't know. I'm good.
No, it did not. No, it did not. No, it did not.
Because maybe
they didn't flat iron it. Maybe they didn't get a chance.
It shouldn't have been, but it probably because the length. Anyway,
with our Beyonce fan.
I'm good. I'll keep my coin. So yeah, she does her little 1-2, and then she brings Drew out. So Drew was out on stage. They did like a little back and forth, and Drew was out on stage for a total of 43 seconds, 43.25, something like that. I feel like, yeah, I really definitely on both ends. I think that she should have been incorporated into the show a little bit more. At least got one whole song out of there. I'd have been like, can I perform my new song? Like, can we really make this like something that's going to be mutually beneficial for both of us? I appreciate the invitation, the offer, whatever. I'm not trying to take nothing from you, but Candace, I'm going to need to step out there, a little harder than just a couple ad libs. Like,
now we know why Shamari didn't come.
I hope that's not what she was expecting from Shamari. Ooh.
If that's what she was expecting for Shamari, that's exactly why Shamari named Showgirl.
I don't think I would have either. It was like really no point. It was just kind of like,
because I don't think she got paid. I don't know. I don't think Drew got paid. I think she, I think she thought, oh, this is gonna be a nice opportunity. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I just don't think she got paid. I think she thought, it's gonna be on TV. The girls gonna get to come because she sure. I don't know. I want to know, did Candace tell her that's all she was gonna do? Because I feel like, what was that? The first verse of the song, the first, like the beginning and that first verse, and then that was it, or did it even go to the first verse, just all chorus? I don't know. It
was like once, like it wasn't much at all. Just bounce some shit. I mean, yeah.
And her win was a little bit better than that, for sure.
Yeah, Candace,
and here's the other thing, Barb. Tell Candace to go put some clothes on. That little leotard outfit, don't do that. You can wear a.
I'm not mad at the outfit. I just don't know if it went with the, like, what are her other songs? Is it just the ones that we've heard the last 2-3 seasons or not? Like, if it's just those songs, then I don't think that outfit went with those songs necessarily.
Or bathing suit outfit,
but maybe
I know she's petite and everything, but it's like no, that ain't it.
But I would have worn, especially, and also for that
ain't what she should have worn. And she probably put you petite. You cute. You could keep size. So, but I don't think that was the shot. I don't know.
I was just kind of like, I just want to look just
one look like a star. What do you think about your girl's Fendi outfit when she knew she was performing?
I actually wanted that outfit, but my pockets.
Okay, the outfit was bomb. She was performing.
I don't think I would have worn that at a performance either.
But that's definitely right. No, Fendi. No. Because now everybody's looking at your outfit. Now I'm not. Now her voice was nice. Don't get me wrong.
That's just ready to wear designer. I don't think that was.
I just feel like that she probably was gonna wear black. You should have worn black. Like I just feel like you should have all black.
I wouldn't have worn like a logo. Like I wouldn't have worn any monogram. Just that's like regular. Like when you go in, to get go to Sheree's house for brunch. Like that's
right. When you are the label halls. When you're with the label halls, that's when you wear that. You not that's not, to me, that wasn't what you were. Even like I said, Candace had on either. Like you should be sparkly. We should be able to see you from the back. We should know where you are on that stage at all times. Why are we looking at you look like your background dancers, girl?
Yeah, it was just a little random for me. I'm hoping I was just because it was maybe last minute. I don't know.
What was last minute? Oh, for Drew. For Drew, but not for Candace. Just saying. I must get off the outfit.
So yeah, Drew comes out. They sounded nice enough, but everybody's reaction was pretty much the same, where it was just kind of, well, Kenya and Kandi, I know specifically, were like, and also I think we got a new confessional look real quick from Kenya with the like blonde. Did you catch that? Or was it just my first time seeing it?
I think that was our second time. I think it wasn't the first one. I don't like the wig. I don't like that bang. I don't like that wig. And I don't particularly like her in blonde hair, because blonde hair is supposed to accentuate like the nice gold tones in your skin. And she wears a lot of makeup because her skin has got dents in it. So for me, it looks like now you look like Donna Summers on her album cover. Which has these different looks. I know you don't, baby. It was way before your time, but I'm saying that to say.
Oh, no, I didn't like her wig.
Okay. Oh, I'm saying that say she looked like she trying hard, and Kenya don't have to try hard. You see what I'm saying? And that wig, that's not the right blonde for her. Now I'll say that because Tisha Scott does the same thing. Sometimes when she go too blonde, it needs to have a lot more dark hair in it, and then those blonde highlights. But when it's just like a half blonde, half dark, that ain't it. And to me, Kenya looked cheap. Sorry, Kenya, I love you. A little bit. A little bit. I never was a real big fan of yours on the show. You started making.
I'm a fan. I've never been a big fan of Kenya or Kandi prior to like this last season or two.
The last season, I started liking Kenya.
Oh my god, I love you guys. But I was never like that before. But I can't fault them for certain things and how they present themselves in certain ways. So otherwise, I would be a Marlo. Onesies. Yeah, it was just like
I can't, Ray. Really, no, seriously, that thing was ugly, and I did not like it.
It had a personality of its own. I was like,
see, and then I'm all right with the button down crouch. I could do that part. I just feel like if you're gonna get on a stage, and I don't care how big or small the stage is, be on the stage and let everybody know I'm the headliner. I'm the person. This me. Like, cause just sometimes I go out places and you would think that I would think, but back in the day, I used to go out places. You would think I was about to go on stage. Like, I'm going to show up and show out. I'm not going half-ass. So I just feel like you about to perform, and I'm about to watch you with this baby leotard.
Yeah,
know.
It was missed the mark for me.
And she got a nice body, but no.
I was just underwhelmed by a lot of elements of that performance, but nonetheless, I am always glad to see them coming together and Candace doing her thing and everything. Like, I'm definitely cheering for them in that capacity. But as far as like some of these little design elements, they're just gonna be a little better. That's all I'm saying.
I like the song too that they was playing, because I didn't listen to Candace music. I was like, girl, no.
Neither, but apparently
on my nerve a little bit, so I was like about to patronize none of it. But of course, I heard
about nobody when the seasons go when the show gets off. I need a break, so I don't even be like thinking about people's stuff. I don't follow. I don't follow.
Her voice was nice though. I really like that, and that song was playing. I was like, okay, Candace.
Yeah, they didn't sound bad. That's why I said I just wanted a little more.
Not the song that they did together. The song that was playing during when she was about to go, when it was about to go to the practice or the rehearsal.
Yeah, I like that.
I was like, okay, Candace.
I did. I like that song too. So
I love when you hit the.
I'm trying to like get my thoughts together and think about like, okay, how did this make me?
I want to approach this.
How did this make me feel? How did this make me feel? So yeah, after following the performance, they all kind of go, I don't know, into a different area, whatever. And Sonia immediately hops off the porch with bringing up the BravoCon incident again, pretty much. And she, wants to kind of understand where her and Sonia are. Where her and Drew are, and like where she thought we turned over the leaf and that whole thing once more. And like I said before, Drew kind of responds from the angle of like, oh, I thought, it was cool, but then you followed me and I was like the merch. And again, I didn't even know she launched no merch. I did. Again, it could be because I don't, like I just said, follow up with everybody once the seasons go off and stuff, but I didn't know she had no merch.
Sonia?
Yeah. No, Drew.
I don't know the Drew.
Drew.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, it was her and Ralph up there posed, wearing the stuff, whatever. But
following her on Instagram while you talking, because I don't know if I am or not, but I'm going to find out.
I don't follow none of them, but at the same time, I feel like I should follow like one or two people, because I'd be like looking and I'm like, I'm sick of typing in this stuff. Anyway, so for Sonia, once again, it was the hair flip. For Drew, it was the unfollow. And it sounds like a whole bunch of he said, she said. And this is when you see like Kenya and Kandi and everybody kind of being like, or I think Kenny was like, squash the beef, whatever. And I was like, please. So they hug it out, and I think they're able to kind of move forward. And then Kandi takes it upon herself to ask Courtney, so, I heard you had a comment about me, or you said, what was this that I heard that you said to Sonia or whatever. And I think we got a flashback. And this was the whole ghetto comment. And Courtney proceeds to say that she is, she grew up in the ghetto, and she would never like say it like that or whatever, but yes, there were. I don't remember. She said there were the people. I don't remember everything verbatim, but I do know that Kandi wasn't here for it, because she says, how dare you basically like look down on the same environment, same people, and all that you are product of. Like how does that even match up? And I'm like, Courtney would have been better off not saying any of this, I feel like, and just kind of just standing in her stuff and being like, yeah, I said it, and so what? Or yeah, I said it, and it wasn't like that or whatever. I wasn't mad at Kandi because clearly Courtney needs to be reined in, and she kind of needs to be like, okay, so this is how we do things here.
What you're looking for, checked. She needs to be checked. And you need to be checked. Because, girl, I don't know how you trying to come in here like oh, I'm not scared, looking for your moment, girl. We will cancel you quick. So don't do that.
This
you
whole invited versus uninvited, I didn't, what? Like, that wasn't like the whole worldwide. Like, that didn't hit as much as I would have been looking for merch for. It's a one-time because there's nothing going on. And
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it up for you. I'm on Drew Sador's
yeah.
She must have either she revamped her page when she got away from her husband, and there is nothing on here about no brand, no nothing. And the funny part is, I bet you the brand was with him, and she was like, "You can have that shit," because there's nothing on her. There's not one thing. I don't see nothing on there.
And Ralph seems like the type that he would be ready.
And I bet you some money she is pissed off at this goddamn on cover.
I'm not.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Go back. Hold
I don't
up.
see this.
She didn't pull that fool out of the picture.
This?
She didn't pull that fool out the picture.
That?
The album. Yes. He's not on the front no more.
That's always a good thing, though. He was always croppable.
Oh, my God. She didn't crop that.
I'm here for it. Thank God, but there's still some out there.
I gotta wait, because I'm like, wait a minute, ain't that? I'm like,
that. Let me get it.
Yeah, she did crop him out. Oh, okay. So, because every time I go to it, it's showing them talking. Okay, so because I'm like, why does it keep going to this scene? Yeah, she didn't crop that fool out. Go to the good part. Just give me to the part where you crop this fool out. That's all I want to see. Oh my God, that is now, Drew. I'm happy you did that.
I'm not mad.
And you know what's an irritating thing? I think it's so irritating that we know that they are going through this, and that we know the outcome, and we're sitting here watching them act like they're, like, I ain't gonna say act, where Drew thinks that they're getting to a better place, and her pointy head husband, who we know to be a liar, Where were you at in Tampa Bay, boy? In Tampa. So we already know him to be a liar, right? So for me, I'm just glad she got away from this weird dude. I'm sorry she had kids with this weird dude, because no disrespect to your children, but they're gonna have a little bit of his little weird traits. And he seems like he would be the one to be like, what's your mama doing? Who your mom dating? What she get? I could just see him prepping her. Because he's a bitch.
I don't even see that as much as I see he looks like the type that just would not make the divorce an easy one.
Absolutely.
We haven't heard anything much, since the initial, but I just feel like he reeks of I'm about to make this not a good time for you.
Exactly.
We were talking about earlier.
Exactly, sister. That's exactly what we said. Like, when he referenced that, it's like, oh, we got your number, brother. We know where you're going with it.
Honestly, if I look back on the accident, if I look at the last season or two, there's so many red flags that we could probably sit here and
from the first time I laid my eyes on Ralph, he opened his mouth. I knew. I said, "This
y'all shouldn't be on this show. Y'all should be at
more than that. I knew he was a bitch ass nigga. Like, I knew from the first time he opened his mouth. I was like, oh. And then when he really showed his ass, I was like, yep, I knew that was you. I could smell it, because he never really, to me, he didn't give me looking in Drew's eyes or talking to her as a person. It was almost like he down talked her, but like he puts her on a pedestal so he can have the clout chaser, but then he turned around and try to demean her at the same time.
He knows how to bring her up and bring her down. Like he knows how to
seesawed her the whole time. And for me, when men do that, you bitch ass nigga. And I married a bitch. Yeah. Like that's what she did. She married a bitch. And you had kids. Pull that.
I'm good on that. But my favorite part of this entire scene was when Kandi said, I bring everybody out. Like I was like, I like
that's
that.
exactly what's gonna happen. You tell me if Kandi even come to LA right now, if Kandi came to LA and throw a party right now, you think she ain't about to bring everybody out? Right. Okay.
And I'm pulling up regardless because
I'm pulling up too. What you talking
about? Been around this. I've been around.
What was that with my ghetto self? I'm going.
That's always been the best time ever for me. And you know, I just think that Courtney should have not said that because it didn't fare well again. She's just going down fast. So hopefully we don't get too much more of this, but I know we will. And I mean, that's what we want.
Do you see the clickage? Like the click up? Like it's like Kenya.
Yeah, I said it before. I was like the sides. It's like it's the high school like whatever. This side. It's gonna be Kenya and Kandi. I don't really like it either, but I don't like it in real life, definitely. But like it's always been the dynamic of this show or whatever. Kandi, Kenya, Manyata, you got Sheree, Marlo, Courtney, Drew. Where does Drew fall?
I'm sorry, I got to do something. I'm still here though.
I don't know exactly where Drew falls right now. And then you see Sonya just like being like run up to the door on this side and try to get in over here, run up to the door on this side and try to get up over here. Like it's just kind of
a little all over the place.
And then Manyata had to get her little, thing in there about what Marlo said when they were in Jamaica last season. And I mean, like, I get it. And I would feel some type of way too. But at the same time, like all I would need to do, I wouldn't get so in an uproar over it because I mean, Marlo's going to say things and Marlo's going to Marlo. So I would say what I had to say once, you're not about to keep trying me. And then it would just be what it is. I don't know. I didn't really feel like a type of way when Manyata said like what she said. Like I don't like her. When Manyata called Marlo out when they were after performance. Like so
you're saying you didn't like that Manyata said it, or you saying
no, I didn't mind, but it was just I just was like, I mean, she knows what she did. We all know what she did. We know what type of behavior Marlo is capable of. So I don't know. Here's the
thing about that. Well, yeah, in that scene, I just noticed that Marlo didn't come from Manyata, and that's the kind of stuff like how you keep trying to comfort Kandi. You gonna keep poking the bear. She gonna come for you. She gonna get back at you. But my thing with that is, so Manyata can sit there and say what she said to you, and you don't say nothing about it. But you gonna come for Drew. You another one that you a piece of work on some things. Like you come for low hanging fruit. You come for people not gonna bounce back. I see you didn't come from Manyata though, because as small as she is, as being the same height as Kandi, that they're not gonna take no mess. So you know what you're doing, and you know how to do it, and that's fine. But the more you keep coming for Kandi, I'm scared for the reunion. That's what I'm gonna be afraid of. The reunion gonna give so much because Kandi is gonna keep watching, even though Kandi giving us a lot on her speak on this, but they gonna she
I was so mad she was on there this week. Go ahead.
Say it again. Who was on there?
I'm so mad she wasn't on there this week. I wanted to hear what she had to say about this episode. But
man, but yeah, I just like you saying, I would have rather Marlo even elaborate or have her even go in, but she didn't even do that because you don't want the smoke with her. So it's just that was kind of weird.
That's why I was just like, I mean, I saw
And
that.
I mean, after even that they were sitting talking after the show, it was kind of weird because I just was on a high, and it was, everybody was kind of like not dissing, but kind of coming for Drew about how long she sang, but they did give her kudos that she sang nice. But I'm wondering, did she know that? Like, did you know you was only gonna do like a minute? Did she tell you, oh, we're gonna do like a minute? Because I feel like if she would have told you that, you wouldn't have called everybody and made such a big deal about it. Not that you didn't or did not. I could have been invited. You said she did?
No, I feel like knowing Drew, she would have done the same thing regardless if she knew it was going to be 15.
That's what I'm asking. I wonder if she did know and she just played it off like.
I mean, did she just know because they had to did a little
they did their little rehearsal.
I'm sure we just probably didn't see it. Like she had to know what she was about to get up there and do. So like.
Maybe she was a little nervous, and she did say that she was off. I gotta do my runs, and I'm out of practice a little bit, and I'm a little like, so maybe.
I hope from here on out she stay ready, so she never has to get ready. Since she said this is her her passion in life for real.
Right.
Yeah, I hope that she just is super ready for the next one. Oh, it says it's like the talls versus the smalls, but a lot less fun. Exactly.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Let me come back to the comments. My bad.
Kandi girl had called them anyway. Did she say that? Don't get me lying. They said that Candace had already invited everybody.
Oh yeah, she did. She did say that. She said that. But then that's where Drew being the reborn star she was, ends up saying, I'm gonna call Kandi too, and I'm gonna call. And I'm gonna make sure that, and I'm gonna.
Yeah. Oh, you mean right? Okay, yeah.
Remember, she said that. So yeah.
And the last thing to really touch on is after these couple exchanges, Drew proceeds to ask Kandi, and she uses the word incident. Someone didn't like that she used the word incident, but she asks about, what happened at Blaze or whatever. And Kandi was immediately like, here we go. That was a private matter, or whatever. It's being handled, blah, blah, blah. And Marlo immediately basically starts barking because she is upset that Kandi is always allowed to kind of talk about things or not talk about things or kind of just navigate, these types of conversations and steer them wherever she wants to, I guess.
Being a vet, girl, it's called a vet. Go ahead.
It's a private matter. And we didn't talk about this, and we probably should touch on it about this whole issue and about this whole shooting or whatever. Like, at first I was thinking like, y'all still mad at Drew for sharing that. No, I'm not. They're actually about to be, I actually just saw on her thing they're about to be in this isn't that Durham right there? Yeah, it is. Poochal. They about to be in this show or whatever.
They're about to get a movie?
Yeah. Yeah, on her page. Whatever. Don't have to do nothing with anything, but it was just funny because
our sister she got a troll.
It was coincidental. But crap, I lost my train of thought. Like I was saying though before, Kandi, wait, what was I saying?
This effect that Kandi knows how. I said she's a vet, how she navigates. How we were talking about how she can navigate and don't have to tell her story. And Marlo was mad at that. That's what we were talking about.
Oh, about last week's episode when they went and did a little tape testing, whatever. And
I was thinking about
stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm not. At first, I was like, production being messy or whatever. You know why she don't want to talk about it? It's legalities and da da da. But also, I am on the side of she probably also didn't want to talk about it because you guys wanted to go and cancel the show that she would have addressed it on. I'm not mad at her if she hit him with the. You might want to bring the show back so I can talk about it freely. You only going to get a taste over here on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not mad at that if that's the case because you shouldn't have canceled the show. And she would have told the story over there. I really hope that's the angle she was coming from. And also, the legal aspect. Obviously, the investigation's still going on or whatever. I get that. Mm-hmm. But in this moment, I feel like this was another example of that, whether it be, yes, the legal aspect, or it be the, how about y'all be quiet because, and tell them to stop asking me and stop everybody bringing this up, because I'm not bringing this up because of business reasons, because I had a place to talk about this and solely this, but they took it away from me. So I hope that's the angle she was coming from. Nonetheless, Marlo gets so up in arms because, yeah, Kandi doesn't want to talk about this. She always gets to talk about what she wants to or doesn't want to, or like, no one cares about that. No, because at the end of the day, you just want more stuff to come out so that you could just use it against her, or you could make or shame her about it, or, you know, somehow turn it back into something weird, which is exactly what she did. And you use Drew to like do that, to do your bidding / then get mad at her because she didn't stick the landing exactly how you wanted her to, and really just like hang Kandi out there to dry pretty much, and make her look, you know, her business look crazy, or biscuits versus bullets, whatever you were trying to do that jump off how you wanted to, because you're mad that Drew didn't, you know, come from the angle that you would. If you want someone to do that job, then you do it, and you're gonna fail, but whatever. Marlo, I was just like really just put off by that whole thing. And then for you to only further drive it home by telling her, oh, well, you don't want to say shoot, or you're acting like you've lost people's gun violence or whatever, you don't want to say shooting and this and that, and mine, like, I was like, where is this, huh? How do we spin the block and end up in
bumfuck Egypt,
Montana? Mm-hmm. Like, I was so confused, but yeah, so that's basically where the episode.
I thought you was froze. I thought you was froze. She was like,
because I was like, that's probably why I had to rewatch it so many times, because I'm really still trying to figure out the correlation between what she said. Well, and mind you, if you didn't watch the episode, which I'm pretty sure everyone has, Marlo's nephew worked there previously, and he lost his life after the fact, not on the property, or like, it just,
yeah. How the story is, what the story is that her nephew, some years back, few years back, worked for Kandi at Kandi's OLG, and so Marlo's nephew was in an incident at his own house where his roommate powed him, and he passed away for that reason. And so Marlo's thing is that she texted Kandi.
Yes,
this is what she got mad about. She texted Kandi and told Kandi that her nephew had passed. Kandi said, "I am so sorry to hear that. Dang, that's messed up." And then, like a next day, or I think it was the very next day, they are filming. So they're filming, and Kandi, Marlo says, she talks about the nephew, and then Kandi says, "Wow, really? I am so sorry," as if she didn't hear it. So Marlo in her head is like, "I just told you this last night. Why are you acting on TV right now for the cameras?" Mm-hmm. So that right there makes Marlo look at Kandi sideways. She's looking at her like, "I told you that in the text. You told me you're sorry. Now on the camera, because they show us the unseen footage. They go back and show us this unseen footage of them two having a conversation. And then Marlo says, I just, really can't believe this happened to my nephew." And then Kandi says, "What?" And then she reiterates what it was. And Candy's like, "Dang, I'm so sorry that happened." And so now Marlo is in this moment telling Drew, "I'm really mad at you because you said incident instead of saying shooting." And it's like, girl, how are you mad at me because I don't want to use that kind of language or make Kandi relive it by saying shooting? That makes you have to relive the fact that he was, shot. So we're like, I see what you're saying, Marlo. I see where you're going with it, but you was grasping for straws and it was getting on her nerve. So in that moment, there she go, saying, yeah, you caught it an incident. Why you just didn't say shooting? Drew was in like, okay, regardless if I said shooting or incident, I'm being sensitive to my friend who I talked to last night, and she told me about what happened with her nephew. Not last night. The last time they talked, that happened to the nephew. So she hadn't talked to her about it since then. So she's gonna ask her about it. Marlo, you mad because she asking about it? And how's your nephew doing since he's been shot? Like, what difference how she words it? The fact that she asked Kandi how her nephew was doing, in turn, makes Marlo mad. So Drew has to sit.
The focus couldn't even stay on that because she got mad.
She has to sit her pathetic self down and tell Marlo pathetic self, sit down for a minute. Let me talk. Let me get my thought off, and then you can say whatever you need to say afterwards. Marlo, hey, you'll let me talk after we're done? Okay, I'll sit right here. I'm not gonna say zip. I'm not gonna say nothing. Boom. Okay, we're not gonna say nothing. Drew commenced to saying everything I just said, and still confused. And now Drew is ready to go home. She performed. I don't care if it was 43 seconds or 4 seconds. She performed. She was on the stage. She did something. And nerves, jitters, everything, a lot of emotions went on in her body before she walked up on that stage. But now she's sitting here arguing with your ass and trying to tell you the kindest way she can tell your dumb ass that I was literally checking up genuinely on Kandi's cousin, nephew, godson. However, what the problem is, Marlo is so got it out gunning. She gunning for Kandi at this point. She's gunning for Kandi, and so she goes and she's like, yeah, well, Kandi didn't say nothing to me about my nephew when he worked at her shop. I mean, at her store, and he was shot. No correlation to what's going on with Kandi's cousin, nephew, godson. At all. No correlation. There's no same thing. There's nothing going on. Your nephew has passed on a couple of years ago. This baby lived, and he is dealing with being shot and being on TV. So Drew is asking Kandi about that. Now here come Marlo trying to put her angst about her nephew on Drew. And she's trying to tell Drew, well, she didn't check on my nephew. And I don't, what, Barb, can you tell me what was her point? That Kandi does not talk about things. Kandi is able to move around in the business a certain kind of way? Or are you mad about your nephew being gone? Like, there was too many emotions going on. So I don't know what she really was mad at. Do you know exactly what she was mad at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Click on this.
I'm about to get right. I'm going right to the comments. What you want me to click on?
That our good sis said that
she got a lot of comments up here. So which one are we going to? Okay, wait, hold on. Okay,
Marlo wanted Kandi right above Kandi here at 623. Marlo wanted Kandi. No, down. The next one down.
Okay.
That is what.
Oh, because that's why. See, I was looking for Marlo, and that end, I was like,
I didn't want to say the whole thing because it's so good.
No. So that's why I missed it because I was looking for the L. But anyway,
Marlo wanted Kandi to supply the repass. That is what I'm getting at because
that was said. I did hear that.
No, at this point, like that's got to be it. It's something like along those lines. Because not to mention how you said before, there's also been talk about how, sometimes when you have conversations before the cameras are rolling, you need to bring them back up once the cameras start rolling. So I don't think it was a matter of like, oh, Kandi like acting like she didn't care, or she didn't know, or this is the first time she's hearing, or something like that. It's just like, okay, maybe they needed to talk about it as naturally as possible, as naturally as it was the first time or something like that. Everything you said, yes, that's exactly that's exactly how it happened. And the fact that Drew is now intertwined in this when she really shouldn't be, just because you are gunning for Kandi, is very telling. That you, like, I don't know, like, honestly, I would film with her, because like she's just like really out here going hard to try to just like it's weird. Yes, it is. And she has enough, like I keep saying, I'm like, she got enough siblings, nephews, nieces, this person, that person. Like, where's your mom? Let's talk. Bring her on the show. Let's talk about her. Like, why are you doing this? And the fact, and the way she got up and screamed to her face. Oh no, we have to, like, you guys want to
I don't know how Drew held that together, because first of all, it would have scared me so bad. I would have pushed her, because you jumped at me by saying my nephew, like jumping at me. Like, I'd have pushed her because you invaded my space. So I'd have pushed her. We probably would have fought, not because I'm violent, but you jumped at me and you screamed in my face. You probably spit on her, like some droplings got on her. And for me, like, yeah, no.
You're never
Drew said it all, but Drew,
because she's probably
better than me. You better than me, babe. You better than me.
As lost as we are, she was probably like,
lost my ass. That's like when you see black people running. You lost or you running?
Oh no.
Lost.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no loss. I'm not lost.
I am, because I'm outside looking in. Had I been Drew and she thought she was gonna scream my face like that,
you're never gonna be lost. You're gonna push.
Found in
your ass. I'm pushing you. You're not about to. And even in that moment, that was triggering for me. It was very triggering for me. And I've never had nobody yell in my face like that. Outside of me and my sisters, when me and my one sister, we used to fight when we were younger. We fought when we was older too, but that's because we love each other a lot and we acted a lot.
I did.
But I'm saying, the way she yelled at her, and it was just like, I was just like, "Ooh, Drew, you so good at you held it together." I don't know how you did it. I wouldn't have been able to. Marlo, I get that you were upset. Maybe she's been suppressing these feelings for Kandi. This is one of the reasons why she comes for Kandi. We didn't know, and it is all bubbling over. It's about to bubble out the pot, and it's spilling over into the fire, right? The problem with that is Kandi don't owe you nothing. Kandi didn't owe you nothing. So what can you? He worked for Kandi. What does that mean? Now, granted, if you needed help, though, Barb, if she needed help with the repass, all you have to ask. Just ask. I'm almost positive Kandi would have been like, "Oh my God, or anybody, GoFundMe, whatever you needed." But you so always acting like you ain't popping that for nobody and you ain't doing this for nobody.
She should have at least $20,000 to do what needs to be done at that time. If she wasn't going to be honest with herself and ask for assistance, then you should be able to fund whatever you need. Then I guess. But did she buy her? No, probably not. Because she's busy in other people's business. Like, no, probably not. Like, why she always uses so much? That's what I'm. Yes, that's why I'm like, she has members and she has potential other storylines. She just doesn't want to address it.
Barb, do you want to do a call in for a hot little second, or are you okay?
That's fine. We can.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys, before we do anything, I'm gonna have you guys do this. hopefully you guys hit the like button on Barb's channel. She is streaming live from her channel. We are live from my channel as well. We need those likes to be liking, the math to be mathing, and all that good stuff. And make sure you guys subscribe to both of our channels. Make sure you guys are sharing our channel. Make sure you guys Playback Gang, which we definitely got a very big Playback Gang, which I love. Playback Gang, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave us a nice little comment at the underneath the under the playback, because we read them, we talk back. We not robots. And y'all definitely can hit the link if y'all need to, if y'all can. If not, no biggie. We not tripping. I just want to, put it out there just in case somebody wants to say anything, because we talked about a lot. But yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next after. I mean, we did get to see Marlo going off. Did we not? I don't his that, and that's my nephew. And I was like, oh, you having a meltdown. That's different. See, there's the difference when you have a meltdown.
I feel like also too, maybe it's like, you know how when you see like, I mean, lately I feel like it's just been like kids on TikTok. Like when you see people, like a group of people, and then you see like this one person just doing some like off the wall stuff or something like that. Like also maybe a bit of that too, where they're like, okay, I know we're filming right now. I know how she gets sometimes when we film. We ain't paying her no mind. Like maybe an ounce of that too. I don't know, honestly. I'm excited to see, what's gonna happen next week, because I'm kind of ready to go on a trip already. I'm trip. Like I'm ready to go somewhere. Hi.
Hello, cousin, with your glasses on, looking cute.
Glasses.
Hold on, I'm gonna wear y'all out with these glasses. I really am.
I'm here for it.
Please do. Please wear me out, cousin. You look so cute.
Wait. This check our private chat real quick.
Okay, give me a sec.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hopefully, oh wait.
I tell you this, because y'all did episodes 2 and 3.
Yeah, a little bit.
Drew talking about her father. It made me cry.
Yeah, we didn't get into that. We should have. It definitely did.
And then it made me angry for her, because I was like, see, I will never address this man by his actual name again. It's the man you divorced, and I don't like that man.
Barb, send it to my phone. I'm sorry, because I can't pull it up. Go ahead, Randy.
How you not gonna show up for your wife? Her daddy's sick. Okay.
Oh.
She can't break down in front of everybody because she got to be strong for the family, and you just gonna go to a party with some people that don't even like her like that. How rude! How dare you?
Yeah.
You coattail riding heifer. How dare you? Get some coof about yourself. So okay. Y'all know how I like soap operas. And there is a soap opera actress who, if you ever seen General Hospital, Maurice Bernard, Sunny with the dimples.
Yes, with the
yes, he has a podcast. And he interviewed child. They just a ring-a-ling-a-ling, huh?
Sorry.
Every time
that means hit the like button, y'all. Sorry about that.
Yes, every time a bell ring, y'all got to hit the like button and also subscribe and turn them notifications on. Also, y'all know every time a bell ring, the angel get their wings. Hello.
Hello. And follow Ranting as well, please.
That's my cousin. Y'all drop your
I thank you so much.
Drop your link.
Oh yeah, drop your link, please. Appreciate you.
I'll go find it and drop it before y'all leave. So Maurice Bernard has a podcast, and he had Rena Sulfur. She played Lois like back in the 90s, and she was paired with this guy on the soap opera. Their characters were very much in love, and they got married. It wasn't until she left when they realized, we weren't, like, us as real people weren't in love. Like, nothing bad happened in their relationship. They just weren't in love with each other. It was the in love feeling that their characters were. Like, their characters were in love, so they automatically thought, because we worked together so much, that we were in love too, so much so that they got married and had children.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
said,
had children.
huh?
Okay. I said they had children and everything. Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
they were like, she was like, nothing bad happened. They weren't bad people, no cheating, no nothing. It was just like they worked together, and they were together so much that by the time she left, it was like, oh, our characters were in love. Like, we have love for each other, but we don't have like that deep in love feeling like you're supposed to have. And I said, that's what happened with Drew and that man that she's divorcing. They
with the music.
They were so in love with music and worked together so closely that that feeling took over for them. Then she ignored all sides because they were working together. And that's what happens with a lot of people. Like, if you ever, just like movies and TV shows, when be like, oh yeah, these people are dating, this is happening. If they're paired together in a romantic, like, relationship, it's bound to happen. Because, you know, sometimes they develop real feelings, or sometimes it's those feelings of the characters and the emotion you're conveying that takes over you. And I said, that's probably what, that's
is that what's happening with Megan and Jonathan? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
No habla inglés.
You said,
No
wait,
habla inglés.
so Drew, like, literally, did I miss that part where she literally said, I know she said, like, in the beginning it was about that, but they literally joined forces for the music originally.
Like, she said they originally, like, music is what brought them together.
What probably made them, you know, like how people what's that when they bond from tragic. There you go. It's like the same thing, except for musically, I'm always with you. We in the studio, it's cool. Oh, okay. Every time I come, we spend a lot of time together. We doing music. I think I love it.
It was like something like, okay, they were probably
that's what it was.
So what
I
know.
Hello.
Hey y'all. I had to put this picture in True.
Talk her up. We gotta deal with her in a couple months, I'm pretty sure. But no, something I've learned in the last like 2 going on 3 years is that, like, everybody that comes into your life in one capacity or another, like, doesn't mean that needs to translate to every other part of your life. For instance, just because someone is my last check doesn't mean that we're meant to be best friends. Just because someone does my hair or we go to the gym together doesn't mean that they're supposed to be over here every day listening to my deepest, darkest secrets. So people have to, know when to differentiate between like,
categorize your folks
in this way, but it doesn't always mean it translates to every other facet of my life. And every single time I've gone against that, it's bitten me in the ass. So,
and look what happened. Like, the actress I was talking about, it didn't really fight them because it was like nothing bad happened. It's just you had to realize that once you were out of that space. But with Drew and that man she divorced, I will never have a kind word to say about. Yeah, it came back to bite you because you were not supposed to, like, be in a actual relationship with this person. It's supposed to be worked and be done with. I don't like that man. He compared them to Ike and Tina. I said,
oh wow, that was the craziest.
So does that? So, you know, is that what's going on? Them women, them Caucasian women down there screaming, gaslight me. I want you to find you somebody. I want you to get some therapy and work on that. Gaslighting is not fun. It makes you feel like you are, from a person who's been gaslit, it makes you feel like you're going crazy.
Yes, it does.
It makes you run, like, you have to, you know, run everything through your head. Like, did I do that? Did I say that? I didn't say that. No. And then you start to think, oh, well, I did that. It's not fun. You don't want to be gaslit. That's not something cute to say. He's not even that cute.
It makes you want to fight.
That too.
He really not. I'm sorry, he really not.
After you ran everything in your head, and at first you thought you're going crazy. First you think you did it, then you're like, I didn't do it. Then it's like, did I do that? And then it's just like, no, I didn't do that. Now you want to fight because you didn't have to run through all this. What is wrong with you people? when it comes down to Sanya and Drew, I'm gonna say it time and time again, and y'all gonna get sick of me, and I don't care. Just like these glasses, y'all gonna get sick of me. Sanya and them rusty metals over there in that full house. Your tagline should have been, I have a full house, but I'm not a tanner. Something like that.
I like that.
Drew is low-hanging fruit for you. Drew is literally low-hanging fruit for you because when you came on the season, you saw that everybody wasn't really feeling Drew like they, could have felt Drew or like her.
She's the newest one. She was a newbie.
Right. So you thought, well, if I want to be on the good side of everyone and I want everyone to like me, I'm going to go at Drew. And you were making up excuses to go at her. Well, I don't like the way she do business. And I don't like that. And I don't like this. But you've never done business with her. You can't say, I don't like the way somebody does business if you've never done business with them or you've never been integrated in their business. She didn't ask you to do business with her. She didn't say, I want you to invest in something. That's not what happened. You were going off things that other people had said and other people felt because you're a sponge. You have no personality. You hop from person to person to person because you want to be in the, you want to be in the know. You want to be in the cool clique and you really remember of the Bitter Betty crew. Okay. So Drew was she has imposter syndrome. Drew was low-hanging fruit for you. And then you had a problem with Drew, quote unquote, when she was telling you that you needed to have a baby with your husband. Why would she say that to me? You asked her a question. Now, you asked her and her husband that she's divorcing a question. They answered you. You didn't have a problem with what that man said. You had a problem with what Drew said. Once again, very much low-hanging fruit. And you felt like she shouldn't tell me I should have a baby with my husband. Why is she talking like this? Because you asked her. Now, nobody said what she said was going to be logical, thoughtful, knowledgeable, or anything anybody should listen to. You asked a question. Your question got answered. If you didn't like the answer, if you didn't want that answer, you should have asked somebody else. So now y'all get set next to each other at the reunion and she do a hair flip. Cutie, Barb, give me a hair flip. Hair flip.
I will. I will.
That hair. Listen, my hair is up in this bun. I ain't got it down, so I can't flip it like I want to. She was flipping the hair, flipping the hair, flipping the hair. Because they shouldn't have said y'all next to each other in the first place. And if you had a problem,
I was confused with that.
Yes. The unfollow thing, the unfollow is bigger than anything because that tells the world y'all got beef. In the world of social media and reality TV, y'all could be following each other, and unless you did a mass unfollow of people so you could revamp your page, you unfollowing one person tells everybody else y'all got beef.
Pretty much.
Especially if the person is still following you. So I personally like the way Drew handled it. Like, I'm not about to give you a moment. You wanted a moment. I'm not about to give it to you. Candace invited everybody, and they also needed everybody to be there because Dr. Heavenly was going to be there. I wonder if Shamari was told, hey, you can't do this because we're trying to film from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Placement, you can't be here. I wonder if that happened.
You think so? It could have. You might be on something.
It could happen. I mean, I like the 43 seconds Drew gave. It wasn't bad. I mean, it gave a little preview of what she can do. And it's just
nice.
Yeah, it gave a preview of what she could do. I like the little Fendi outfit. She could have kept them thigh highs. I didn't like them. They were ugly. But I like that you gave a little preview of what you could do. And it's just like, that was perfect for her. Because while everybody was like, oh, it was a woo-woo-woo moment. And I can't believe she invited us to this 43 seconds. Everybody wanted to hear more from Drew. And if you want to hear more, go stream their song. They didn't tell me to, say anything. They're not paying me to do this. I actually like the song, okay? I listened to it.
That song was nice.
I've replayed it multiple times. I don't care about Joyce. She not my mama. She's not going to get the, what everybody else calls her. Don't care about Miss Joyce. She gonna continue to say whatever she wants to say. And the day she says something from the bottom of her heart that she really means it and she won't take it back, and it's not a backwards compliment and it's something nice about Todd, is the day that I get down on the ground and I'm tongue kiss asphalt.
Dang, she said tongue kiss it. That's nasty.
That's never going to happen. So since she's never going to do that, I don't have to do that. Kandi, you got way too much to do. I wonder, when do you have time to self-care? When do you take care of yourself? Not everybody else, not the husband, not the kids, not the businesses, not Don Juan, Carmen, Marietta, nobody but yourself. When do you have time for you? Courtney, you stress Bryce Wilson out so much that he didn't let himself go. How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ain't nobody with a voice like her is gonna stress me out. Like, I'm not gonna allow that. Like
Seriously, woman, what did you do? First of all, how y'all been off for 20 plus years? On and off, 20 plus years. I wouldn't stick around for that. I wonder, was he wasn't man enough for me? Was that song about you?
I don't know what it was, but I ain't got time.
Because it's alleged that him and Toni Braxton dated. And I wonder if he wasn't man enough for me was about you. I wonder. Kenya, I don't like that blonde hair. Let it go. You're not Farrah Fawcett, even though I like
that's just what the hell it look like. Some old
I think we got
commercial.
I think we got a new look for Marlo too, I want to say. And I liked her look. It was like some blonde, it's like evil eye earrings or something. It was a quick little clip. I like that.
I remember. All I remember some big ass earrings that look like bracelets that I want her to take off.
Yeah, that fell.
She got a new one.
Listen, I don't care about the Bitter Ready crew meeting up to eat food down in Chateau Thelma. I just want to know if Chef Jessica got paid her worth cooking up all that food.
Yeah, like how is she paying the woman? She paying the chef? I guess so.
No, she's saying, look, if you come cook for me, I can get you on TV, and other people will. I can get you business. I can get you. People will come and look for you through me because they see how good your food is. And you didn't say nothing about when Martell put me on blast about having a threesome with you. So yeah, you're good people.
No,
when he did that, I was like, Martell.
Listen,
why are you trying to set Sheree up for a threesome? Like, stop it, boy. Stop.
If I was Chef Jessica, I would feel like I want my money before I get there, because that food just don't go to waste. She probably didn't. She don't eat that food. She don't. Okay, have you seen Sheree? She be in the gym.
She eats nothing. Sheree chews gum.
She chews gum and drinks wheatgrass. Okay,
there's no way that body ain't got no fat on it. There is no piece of fat on it.
None.
I would go to the gym with Sheree. We're not talking the entire time. Like I'ma just.
Dang, boy, you're not talking.
I don't like
talking in the gym.
I don't like to talk to people. I don't like working with people, but I will. If I can look, maybe, something like that at that point in my life, yeah, or even now, I'll take a little in the back, in the front.
Courtney,
yeah, we're going to do it in the front, the back. We're going to do it side to side. We're going to do it all.
Courtney,
you don't need it done.
All I want from her, though. Don't tell me nothing else.
Courtney saying Kandi had her fans are hood in their ghetto and everything. Ma'am, the place you're talking about has a 3-point
hood and ghetto.
It has a 3-point rating on Google reviews, and most of the low reviews are people saying how the food is nasty. Shut it up.
So basically, you telling me Kandi made the price go up and have people come in there. I mean, the food ain't good, but the place is a place to be. Oh, okay.
Place to be where strangers become family.
And finally, I am Drew. First of all, Drew, I can't wait for you to divorce that man. I heard he trying to put you and the kids out allegedly. I heard he trying to allegedly put all of y'all out that house. You, the oldest boy, the middle child.
What's he gonna do with the house?
And a little girl.
He got any other kids like the two with her, right?
I don't know. He said he want them out because he bought the house. And it's just like, okay, you bought the house, but you also
sell the house. We're gonna sell the house. You bought the house, we selling the house.
Georgia has squatter rights, Drew. He can't put you out.
He can't.
Squatter rights. He can't.
And on top of that, make him sell a house. If I can't have it as the wife, you
can't have
definitely
it.
ain't gonna get it.
Oh.
You ain't getting it. You better go buy you another. I bet you. How much you want to bet you gonna buy you another one? Because I'm not giving it to you.
I can't wait for you to divorce that man. Also, first of all, he don't have a producer's credit on that song they did together. He has a writer's credit, but so does Drew. And you won't get another writer's credit above her. I know that. If I got anything to say about it, I don't like that man. But I said red flag should have been when he left her in the house with all 3 of them kids with a broken foot in the middle of the pandemic and had cameras and microphones live in full effect, watching and monitoring everything while he was in Tampa. Red flags all up and through. Marlo,
Hello.
you being upset that Kandi does not want to talk about the incident that happened at Blaze is annoying. First and foremost, if you wanted somebody to go hard at her because you were upset that your response is you were upset after everything the episode aired and the little video she did, that you were upset that Drew didn't go as hard as you would have at Kandi, even though Drew was the only one who had enough coochie muscles to ask the question. Then my response to that is, why didn't you have the coochie muscles? You have them all the time.
Not you need to do them Kingles.
Why didn't you have the coochie muscles to ask or say anything to Kandi about what happened down at Blaze? You're mad.
Oh, in that moment. In that moment, she should have. Y'all all sitting together.
Like, you got mad. You
just
got mad that Drew didn't do do it the way you would have done it. But
go to work.
You could have asked her that in that moment. And then you getting upset and trying to make a moment out of it. So then she tells you, well, let's talk about the lady, you want the slick slicing in her face. Mind you, the family said they want y'all to stop talking about that. And I said, I too would stop talking about that because that woman is no longer walking the earth with us. And it's a sore subject for them. And then you yelling at Drew, I too would have hauled off and popped her in her face because you're not about to yell at me. I didn't do nothing to you.
I wouldn't have socked her. I would have pushed her because it would have scared me.
Well,
you yelling in my face,
girl. But it was more than what Drew did. Like,
look, dead ass. I would have pushed the kind of push up. She would have failed. I'd have pushed her. I would have pushed her so hard because I'd have been scared that she jumped in my face saying that to me.
There's only one time in my life where anyone ever got that off, and I couldn't do anything about that, and that's because I had to. But I'm not in boot camp anymore. Try me if you want to. It will not end up well. I promise you. Like, don't ever.
And when I say she would have got popped in the face, that's my natural reaction when people unless it's like. Well, my mama don't yell in my face like that. My natural reaction is to pop you in your face because you have encroached on my space. I don't like to be touched. Fight or flight moment is kicking in. And most of the time, it's really tall people who are trying to come at me. I'm 5'3". I'm short. Just because I have the body weight.
Trust me, I get it.
Just because I have the body weight to try to back it up does not mean I have the height.
Hell no.
When tall people are towering over me or yelling at me,
you got to get them tall people on the ground with your ass. That's all.
Yes.
That's the only difference. That's the only thing. That's why when it comes to short people and tall people, if that short person gets that tall person on the ground, it's fair game. Just like we all the same height in the bed. Yeah. If I get you on the ground, I'm not short. But if I was short, I'm trying to get your ass right to the ground so I can get right up with your ass.
Short, tall, muscles, no muscles, anything. I
don't get in my space. It's most of the time it's not people my height, it's taller people who try it with me, but it's just don't get in my space. I didn't do anything to you to be yelling at me, and Drew didn't do anything. Drew explained to you she is from Chicago. She has lost people, and baby, she is from Chicago. She from Cook County,
right?
Baby, Cook County. No. I have family that lives in Chicago, Cook County to be exact. I don't play around in Cook County when I go there. I stay in their homes. I don't go outside, okay? Cook County, listen, I don't want no problems with y'all in Cook County. I'm going to just say that now. she's telling you the truth, and you are saying you haven't lost anyone because you won't say SHOOTING. Girl, sometimes people don't want to say that word. Sometimes that word is triggering to them.
Very.
Just so
Yes.
Triggering for me. It's a
Me
triggering
too.
word for me. My first cousin passed away in 92 from exactly powing. Drive by in LA was going up for it. He was in a in a 5.0 on Dayton's. Oh yeah, this heart of when you watch Boys in the Hood, that type thing. Yeah, that's what my yeah. So I get it. I
That's
get the trigger. I
yeah.
get the
And
trigger.
you're being upset that she didn't say that, and then you're screaming at her like you're acting, and she's trying to tell you, I've been through this, I have lost people, so why can't? But then again, we're talking about Marlo. She's emotionally stunted and she's emotionally unintelligent, and she doesn't have the skill set to actually sit and listen to somebody without trying to bring other people in to be her witnesses. That woman was trying to talk to you from somewhere real, and you was on that BS because you were trying to conflate the issue and take it all the way back to Kandi, how Kandi didn't, respect your family, and she didn't show that she cared, and she didn't do this, she didn't show that. Not only did she show empathy in those texts, she showed empathy again when y'all was doing the scene. Now, if that is an issue for you, then you should have sat down like a grown adult you are and say, Kandi, I feel like that when I texted you and I did the scene with you, you showed no empathy towards my nephew passing away. You should have said that and had that conversation. But once again, emotionally unintelligent, emotionally stunted, and does not have the skill set to have problem solving skills. Very and comprehension skills, she lacks them. Okay,
Absolutely.
2 skill sets she lacks.
Absolutely.
You wanted that? Just say, because the people said from Watch What Happens Live, it was given she wanted Kandi.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. So tell me a little bit what happened. You didn't want to?
We're on the phone, actually.
I didn't see it either.
That one. Okay.
That's why I have to keep watching the episode.
The people down on Twitter said that based off the explanation she gave on Watch What Happens Live, it was given she wanted Kandi to offer to pay for the funeral. And I said, well, that's what it was given when she was sitting there and talking about Kandi. You wanted that lady to offer to pay for that funeral. But let's be clear, it didn't happen on her property. He wasn't an employee of hers anymore.
And how long was he an employee? Like that's I think Marlo is delusional when it comes to her and Kandi known each other for 15 years or so. She dated the god brother and she feels like she's closer to Kandi, but you are the one that basically have a poster of Kandi and darts and throw them at her every single day and think that she's not paying attention. Like, Marlo.
Listen, this reunion is not going to go well for a few people.
Hello.
And from top to bottom, as the show continues to go on, at the very top is Sheree, because boom, boom, Belinda got your man. Hold on, wait, hold on. Boom, boom, Belinda got your man. Okay, and she is the girl from Atlanta that they've been talking about. So they about
the one that was getting the less time.
Boom. Boom, boom, Belinda. That's the one who was down there.
He never denied it. Like,
that was the one down. Y'all remember the Atlanta wine tasting they had, and that lady was up in there fixing plates, and they thought she stayed.
They thought she was there for Marcel because Marcel was talking to her. But that's why Martell and Marcel are gonna be like this no matter what. And they're gonna always keep each other's secrets no matter what. Mm-hmm. And this is why they barter with I'm gonna help you get your license. Okay, I'm gonna help you get your body. Okay.
Because boom, boom. Listen, boom, boom, Belinda got your man, and that's the girl down to Atlanta the people said he was messing around with, and he claimed that was his woman to some people out in public. They gonna rag.
Granting, you mean he didn't call her his friend girl?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Girlfriend. They about to rag tag you at the reunion. Not only with that, they gonna rag tag her at the reunion. Not only for that, the whole bringing Courtney on, the go at Kandi, the you know, the I'm not remembering things. Oh, they're gonna run down everything you don't remember. You probably said something down to that little reunion dinner you had with the wig, Deshaun, and Lisa. What else is there? Calling Drew a flop? No, ma'am, a flop is you. Because your taglines should have been like, if you was really trying to be a little cute with the she by Sheree, it should have been she by Sheree and she not by herself. See, if you want to be cute, but see, I'm petty. I don't like it. You get on my nerves. It would have been like she by Sheree and she still don't pay. Okay, it would have been that she by Sheree and she still ain't got no man. She by Sheree and she still ain't got no fashion. Okay, it would have been something like that. It would have been something like that. She by Sheree and she still lonely as ever. See, things like that. They gonna get you, and then the next one is Marlo because of the picking on of Drew. And you're going to continue to pick at her because in the trailer she was screaming about how Drew is a low budget, no acting, you know, calling out her name in the Kandi situation. And also this next episode, you kick in Kenya's door screaming Summer, 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 while Brooklyn is in that room. And Summer, for people who don't know, is Kenya's middle name.
Oh.
And yes.
I was like, what does Summer mean? Why are we talking about Summer?
Summer is Kenya's middle name. And and in the preview, she was like, summer is over and winter is here. You're trying to play with words, but really you're talking about Kenya. So they're going to come at you for that because you playing games. You don't come banging on nobody's door when they got their kid in the room. Don't get a Tony Childs moment when she had to pull up on Kelly Rowland down to that episode of Girlfriends. Okay, don't do that.
Wow, the irony of me saying that Kenya looked like Donna Summers.
And, you know, Sanya, she number 3. Sanya number 3 because once again, you trying to pick on Drew and it's not working. You legit trying to pick on this lady.
Drew is low hanging fruit. Everybody can talk about Drew. Drew knows that everybody can. Not like that, Drew, because I like you. Like I don't have a problem with Drew.
Yeah, the dynamic from the aspect of the show, like that would be the only like.
She is the most newest one.
That would be the safest option.
I mean, Sanya is behind her, but I'm saying. Sanya, this was what her second year. This is Drew's third year or second year. Did they come in together?
No, Drew came the season before. She was down there for
the this is third
Stripper Gate.
Right.
She was there for Stripper Gate.
She was there for Stripper Gate. So I'm saying it to say people keep judging Drew. Watch when Drew
boss up.
When she boss up, when her whole transformation take place, because it's coming. Because I'm telling you, she's gonna get revenge body, revenge music, revenge movies, revenge reality, and she gonna go up. Watch, mark my words.
I can't wait for it.
And if I get in the industry, you know, depending on how this default gonna go, and after, you know, if the writer's strike continues, if I'm in there at before your revenge thing or after, listen, I got a few shows in mind that I think if I get into like the casting room, I could try to get you some auditions. Cause I like in my head, I like legit, I feel like in my head, I'd be running through like, oh, this person would be perfect for this. It's a few like she'd become a series regular on some shows. I'm just saying, okay? Consistency, SAG. So she by herself, Rusty Metals with a full house, annoying. What's that other? No, she by herself. Okay. That lady who needs therapy.
Good. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
That lady who need therapy, Marlo. Rusty Metals with that full house of hers. First of all, Marlo, I want to know: are you bringing back solid gold dancers? Because I always wanted to be one.
Me too. That's why I was singing solid gold.
I was in the chat singing "It's Gold" from Austin Powers Gold member. It's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's solid gold, baby. Listen, I wanted to be a solid gold dancer. I really did. Courtney, they gonna eat you up at the reunion too, cause you trying to play. You know, you being worked like you a puppet in somebody's Geppetto. I'm not sure who's pulling your strings, but stop.
They're
annoying.
Or I really can't wait for next week though to see what's really going. I just want to see when Kenya go off, or I hope Kenya come up out that room and go off on Marlo. And the fact that all the girls are standing there, what are y'all doing?
On top of that, if you watch, I think Kenya's hair was wet, so she also probably, yeah.
He was like, what?
And banging on that door, it's like, oh, Kenya.
And y'all know the baby's there. Y'all know she's there. She don't really know without her.
Brooklyn always know her. Listen, when Kenya moved, Brooklyn moved. When she moved, Brooklyn moved. When
just
I
like
moved,
that.
you moved. Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
When you see Brooklyn, you see Kenya. Kenya probably be in the school parking lot, like, I'm waiting for my child to get
Kenya
out.
is gonna be the best mom that she knows how to be.
She's a great mom. She's a great friend.
Way better than her mom was. Way better than her mom was.
She's not a bad person at all. Like, she works really hard. She's a good business. Like, she's not a bad person. She just
she's messy. That is,
yeah. We all know.
But she messy only when she feels like she's been attacked. If you come with Kenya with love and respect, she'll come with it too. If you meet her with some disrespect, she'll say hi you and be and clearly she don't care who you with, Martell. She don't care that you with your right. Bruh, you disrespect me, I'm about to disrespect you right back.
Child, nobody believes that.
Speaking for her right now, yeah, I have to agree to all of the above. She hasn't done anything in a couple seasons, so I'm just like, well, now okay.
That's where I'm at with it.
And my last
go tell me your last thing and we're gonna get up out of here.
I'm gonna just say this. I don't think Kenya's a bad boss. Hold on, let me go grab my link because I'm not sure if it was already in there. Okay.
Barb.
Yeah, okay. I don't think Kenya is a bad boss like people are trying to make her out to be. Do y'all know how frustrating for the people who don't do it or don't meet those pictures in a certain resolution? Do you know how frustrating it is to try to upload a picture and you think you have it right and then you don't, and as you continue to crop and mess with it, it starts to get distorted? That is annoying. So if she's constantly telling her graphic designer that it needs to be this resolution, it needs to be this, and he's not doing the correct job, y'all probably caught her in a moment, or they probably started rolling when she was just like frustrated to no end, because it sounded like they had been going over this back and forth over and over and over again for hours. And I'm like, she need a new graphic designer then who's going to do the job correctly.
I wasn't
available, Kenya.
I wasn't
available.
I wasn't used to seeing her like that. Like, so it did catch me off guard. I think I was like doing something in the kitchen. I was like, oh, okay. But it didn't ever move me to think, yeah, she's a bad boss or she was in the wrong for it, because I'm like, the woman is clearly trying to, put on a production of something.
I just say don't cuss at your employees, because then they're going to try to sue you. That's bad.
Yeah. But there is going to be times where there is pressure. And
I like to think it's probably a team member. I like to think there's not hopefully a huge turnover with her team. So they probably, not saying, I never want to come off saying like, oh, just because someone mistreats you, whatever, just that's the norm. Like, so just go with it. Like, no, you feel like you're being mistreated, then of course speak up. But at the same time, like, it just didn't strike me as like on some other shows, like, you did what? You said what? What's going on? Like, it was just kind of like, oh, Kenya, okay. Okay, moving right along. Like,
right.
I was like, ooh, a sneak peek to next week. But thank y'all for letting me up.
Of course, ranting with Ricardo. You guys follow my little cousin. She does game nights on Wednesdays, which are so fun. You guys gotta check her out. I'm sure she's gonna have so many other things going on, but that's one of my favorite things that she does. She does reviews as well. She does reviews as well. So please go check out Renting with Ricardo. Her link is in our not in our comment, but in our chat right now. So if you are way back and you're on the chat, go ahead and hit that link along with Nola Reed's link.
Game night, Women of Brewster's Place, and 10 Things I Hate About You.
Too.
Oh, I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
I watched Women of Brewster's Place. It's on Tubi for the freeze.
Oh, I got Tubi. We can do that. Okay, thanks for telling me.
Oh, you got HBO Max, right?
I do.
And it's now Max.
Yeah.
It's now Max because Discovery Plus and HBO merged together. It's now just Max.
Really?
Yeah, Discovery bought Warner Brothers. They also own a few things: CNN, the ID channel, PLC, own. So now Love and Marriage Huntsville is on a big streaming platform. I said who?
Cool.
But other stuff is on there too. Gypsy Sisters and a few other things. But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look because I see the icon. Now I gotta get used to seeing blue.
Max.
Yeah, Max. Okay.
Yeah, but I was saying that and Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead is on there too.
What?
Oh, I think I've only seen that one time too.
Christina Applegate.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. I gotta go back and watch that one. That's a good one to watch.
I'll see y'all later.
All right, we see you on Thursday. If y'all don't know, me, Ranting, Nola, Prosperity Thick Girl, and Miss Monroe, we all do a panel. It's called All Rise. We are Messy Court. We do this every Thursday. And honey, court will be in session on Thursday, and it will be a doozy. So please come and see us. Ranting with Ricardo, Nola Reeds, Prosperity Thick Girl, and Miss Monroe on Thursday. So make sure you guys see that link, okay? Love you, little cousin. See you later. Okay. Bye.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Barb. We have hit both of the episodes 2 and 3. We will be here for episode 4 next week.
We will.
Let me look at my calendar.
We might not be able to.
That's why I'm like, well, let me is your birthday on that Tuesday?
Yeah, it's on that Tuesday. I don't know what.
I just was about to say.
Have planned, so we might have to shift a little bit. But
wait a minute. Hold up.
Hi.
Hello, my Shar. I'm her baby mother. I'm Shar's baby mother, respectfully, because she knows I have a husband. But I will be your baby mother any day of the week because I love me some Shar. Hey, baby girl, thank you for coming in. Make sure you hit like on me and Barb's channel because we are streaming from both channels, Shar. Okay?
All the links in the chat.
Thank you for coming up. I love that you are here. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you very, very, very much. Kenay. Good night. Love you, Kenay. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you always, okay? So, yeah, y'all. I am. I love this. Look what you put. I love it. I love it so much. I appreciate you so much, Shar. Thank you for coming in, even though it's on a little later. But if you hit that replay, and even if you don't watch the replay, if you hit the likes on both of our channels, we appreciate y'all.
We appreciate it.
So look. So next Thursday is Barb's birthday.
Tuesday.
Excuse me. I said that because next Tuesday, a week from today, is Barb's birthday. And so definitely probably will not be streaming on Tuesday. So we'll pick another day next week, maybe Wednesday. Just kind of depends. But we'll pick up another day, not Tuesday. But you guys see Barb's Cash App is streaming across the bottom of our screen. Hit my sis up with a Cash App for her birthday. You guys have 7 days. Doesn't have to be today. You might get paid on Friday. You might get paid on Saturday. It might get paid, whenever. All I'm saying is, if you appreciate my sis, yes, let's put this. Let's put this. Yeah, she is. She's from Gemini Gang. There's a lot of Gemini, or it's about to be Gemini. Is it y'all season right now? Let me think. It's Gemini season. It's definitely Gemini season. So yes, my beautiful sister. She's about to be in her last year for 20s, y'all. My sister's about to be 29. So yeah, she is taking 29 and up, $29 and up. I'm just joking. I can give it $2. I'm just joking. Y'all can give her $2. Every little penny counts. Every little thing happens, and we are appreciative of whatever. And if you cannot bless her with a cash app, just go to her channel, give her a subscribe, give her a like on all of her content, because she has good content there as well, not just with me. She got good content with Nola. That's where she really resides, is with the Nola Reads. So yeah, I just borrow her from time to time. So.
I just emotional support animals. Stop, I'm kidding. But no, I appreciate it.
That's what it is.
It's it's never required or anything like that, but it's always appreciated. And of course, spread the likes equally, spread the subscriptions equally. Everybody's links is in the chat. Back, like we said, we don't know exactly what day necessarily next week, but as soon as we figure that out, we will let you guys know. And respectively, we both have things going on in our channels, as we said before, so please hit the notifications bell so whenever we upload and do whatever. And definitely stay tuned. Oh, actually, we might even have a little something maybe tomorrow. I don't know. So stay tuned.
Y'all stay tuned, because we might have a little something tomorrow.
Fingers crossed on that. I shouldn't even say anything, because I hate to speak on things, and I don't want it to go left, but
it's all good. We might be back tomorrow. If not, we'll definitely be back, Barb, unless she's in the guest seat. Because y'all gotta go check out when Barb was on Night Court with us.
Oh my god, that was so much fun. Yeah, I do have to. I'm talking to Nola. I definitely have another cameo.
Key.
Some wigs in there. I need a moment or whatever. Oh my god, that was so fun.
That was a Kiki. We had a great time. So yeah, you never know what to expect in Night Court, messy Night Court. Mm-hmm. We a mess. We messy Night Court, and we are mess, and that's what we do. And that is on Nola's Read channel, and reads with 4 Z's. Make sure you guys are following our sister, because she is a good commentary, and you never know when all of us pop up together.
She's got some things cooking up too, and then of course you want to be following all of us, because next month is going down. Person.
What's going on, Barb? What you want to tell them?
We're going to Essence. Yep. We're going to Essence. So definitely want to stay subscribed for all of that content, because where's my GoPro? I don't even know where my GoPro is, but the GoPro is coming. So that should just tell you guys, it's going to be a good time. So
it's going down. We are definitely going to get together and have a great time. So if you guys are not following BarbMeetsWorld, California Cutie, Nola Reads, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't know what you're doing, but we definitely will be in the building at the Essence Festival. We will definitely be bringing content. So please follow us. Please subscribe. Please share us. Please tell people about us. We trying to grow our channels, me and Barb. Nola is still growing her channel. Don't get it twisted. Nola's still growing her channel. She's doing her thing, but we are all trying to grow our channel. So please give us a subscribe. We appreciate it so much. And hopefully, not even hopefully, we will see you guys next week. We just don't know which day.
Yeah. For that too, because I'm really trying to put out some stuff this week. So definitely stay tuned. I know I'm definitely doing Bell Collective, and
me too.
y'all let me know if. Well, I'm not sure who's still in here, but y'all let me know if you are interested in seeing some TLC content and stuff like that, because I do watch a little bit of stuff over there as well.
Okay.
Love After Lockup's not on right now, so
that's your show. I know
it really is. But no, definitely Bell Collective, and we'll be getting into some different things too. And then World of Reads is coming back.
Yes, I love the World of Reads. I love the World of Reads. It's the
match up schedules and stuff, because when I'm free, sometimes Noel's not free, and jobs and different stuff. So, but we're coming back. So just stay tuned, please.
Y'all just stay tuned. Y'all know, Barb, do you want to tell the people that you love them? If you would do so much.
I do. I love all of you guys.
And y'all see the heart. Y'all see the heart. The world in the heart. Y'all know what she did.
Oh, it's this way.
It's always the opposite of what you think.
I'm like,
definitely. We love our followers. We love our new followers. We love everybody. I love everybody. I am even the ones that get on my damn nerve. I pray for you. That's what I do. Look, I'll pray for you. But look, we see you guys next week. Thank you for joining Callie's Critiques panel, and we will see you next week. But guess what? We love y'all. But guess what? I love haters.